and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tijani. We get a lot for discuss as usual. First one will be analysis of the first lady. Definitely get a response to the message, and then followed by today's topic. Please feel free to share. And we can write that in a
Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television, where every voice matters. I am your host, Khadija Tijani. Always ready and determined to bring you current events from home and abroad. What to expect: wide focus or range of topics from political, family, relationship, empowerment, breaking news, both local and international, emergency topics, entertainment, both local and international, comedy, event affecting our various communities, political debate, educational session, exclusive interview with either local or international celebrities or high profile, showcasing up and coming artists, entrepreneurs, philanthropists. If it is happening, we're here to be that voice and the network to show it. If you have a story, let's share it, build it, and show it. Let us be your voice. Stay tuned to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television for more. Do not forget to subscribe to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Instagram page, and our Twitter page. And also feel free to visit our website. We thank you all for being part of the Salon for All Network family.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody.
In my back, in my belly. I'm a back, in my back, in my belly. Yeah, LG number one, yeah. When you expect to make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Thank God you nobody. You not somebody. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones. Some say I go die, oh, but I got get me life, oh. Now I smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody. Well, Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody. The baby they knock now, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo, everybody went jolly, oh, hey. The bella turn poly, oh. Everybody went for me, oh, hey. Nobody, they pop champagne in a me bungalow. You the best for make you way. Nobody not gonna know your name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Thank God you nobody. You not somebody. Let we go na the bank. You know the near poverty no they wine. Yes, if I dey make like a ranker, all of me solution they na me banker. Say me I dey spend I. Anything we want in my life I dey buy high. Yaga, hey. The money way I get it they circulate. The way I dey spend it to accurate. No time for the bobo. Hard to get nigga done. I'm so dry eye. Shit. If you really wanna make it like me, you have to dry eye. Spend eye.
When you dey vex for make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you dey hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you say that's so lantern. Anything you do in life, you forget pattern. When me be the bed and you the chill and dance lantern. Music give me money, I'm not do you bantan. Everybody, this world is not a nobody. We were born to this world to be somebody. Believe in me for fair money. Me name no lot now where I find God. Okay, no fun, okay. See don't go down the slip so you not done cut it. Okay, no fun, okay. See don't go down the slip so you not done cut it. Let me go, let me go, let me go, sir. When you get back from make you way, nobody not gonna know you name. When you get hustle night and day, just how butter you pray. Then say you got nobody, means that nobody. Then call you nobody, you not somebody. Somebody, yeah, nah.
Them say then they fixed in them make we wait. From where them born we dey no more, we dey wait. Just dey wait. Government they come and go and left we pan the bait. Big debate. Another generation don't come meet we pan the way. Welcome to the way. You still no say na boom bamboo you late. You late. Even though man them I chair pan altin. When I say altin I mean altin. All these in them where they happen na the country. We cherry I pan altin. But the man they no begin them babati. They don't begin them babati. Do ya una no left hand babati back take. Una let go be your body. But the man they no begin them babati. They don't begin them babati. Now so then go let back and sabi time done then fail with your body. All man don't stand at his attention. All man want make impression. What me go say? Watch me back, look how I Becky. Tomorrow yon we don't know. Today on the team mona. Everybody waiting for the miracle like hot colorist na fire. Hey, we dey be a normal but enough funny. Occupy we know how government they run. Una been say una know, but una explanation don't become boring. It can make a one for sleep. We dey be a normal but enough funny. Frustration they claim the mountains. All man pack tormenting. From one stress to the next thing, can make man them colomenting. Got a man and they come, got a man and they go. The people in life na same. So we no get for tire for complain. Although them don't begin say we gladly. If na joke than the joke, say we the grumble because we bell full enough funny. Una no care play to a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. Now the same boy na him talk say in 6 months he they fix the economy. Let's see no more. Now the same man come back and give we back talk. Una been say una get all the solution, but we don't understand any longer. Una been say una get this, it's easy, una mentally advanced. Where all the bookman them way, una been the talk say ready for the dance. I remember the talk where the party the talk say only the fish a big finance. Where all the idea them, we go make we live like family. Where the rest una the plan, the seed no they grow, na shataban. Una not tell we but una degree, una show we if una sabi. Facility not dey na hospital. Then they diapa we. Una not tell we but una degree. Show we waiting una sabi. The economy still shitty. Life of citizens shitty. If na quality education make una pikin then can't say stand. How long una go dey and talk? Na talk no more una dey talk. If not ordinary talk, by now man for the shop. How man they still get work? Now that they believer on a buy party begin. Man they must have make ground soak. Now then they get to walk about on a the pine party them. The kind way safe way man then they handle team them say lots. See the worker then they strike, then they hold them money they no and pay them. Tell me if una go like, if una then they do so. He don't tell where they want bluff. Money for we well body one then go buy motor car.
Yeah, from what I know, the government purchased 30 brand new SUVs.
Okay, you read the other one.
No, those vehicles were not brand new SUVs, all 30 of them.
Okay, you read the other one back.
Only 4 SUVs for these regional coordinators.
Okay, well now you read this one back.
There are no SUVs. We call them Toyota Prado.
Well, now the Munku them boss. Then why come by packet? You cannot give what you don't have. If you are not, you are not. COVID patient, then this gone, cause then lego them na dirty quarantine. Nobody no care, then just go lego them so that the dirty quarantine. And now the Munku them boss. Then why I come by packet? Put another Munku boy, we want come name area them by party. Oh, this munku boy just they take people and them fiti fata. Done the police and no SD, then just they harass people all lawfully. Who da another munku boy where they pop and down with gun, they misbehave. Who da another munku boy, he meets bridge can name, he hard pan the name. Wetin the party do, the buying power now. Who da lock and a boatman too? Wetin do the soldier man? The one where the people like vote for, where the discipline talk. For the government to carry them after hours. Where the discipline talk, man and don't begin they go work anyhow. Where the discipline talk, some man know they do them work then they eat money no more. Where the discipline talk, then just the bill no more. But by all down they back the man me say I'm up justice. See they begin give we back and they back. They fair no that they give we. Time just they go, man and they feel themselves and people they suffer. Time just they go, people they suffer, man then they talk no more. Time just they go, them higher, they talk book no more. They say then they pan walk, we not see it too, we they wait no more.
Now welcome. Welcome, madam, welcome. And welcome back to work. Now, welcome. Madam Lenny, Madam Asanati, welcome. Madam Amidama, welcome. Madam Nene Soy, welcome. Mr. Samuel Willis, welcome. One Titi, welcome. The wonderful Mr. Amadou Pascal in the house. Welcome. Mr. Joseph John Lehigh, welcome, sir, welcome. Madam Rina Tamara, welcome, madam, welcome. Madam Florence, Madam Alexis, Madam Khadija Kabul, welcome, madam, welcome. Madam Aminatu Sanusi, welcome, madam. Anybody who have forgotten our name? Mr. Ras, RAS, welcome, sir, welcome. Mr. Daniel Watson, welcome, sir, welcome. Madam Khadija Kamara, welcome. Mr. Bobo Labo, welcome. Madam Nene, so I see you enjoy. Mr. Prince, I feel thanks, welcome. Madam Khadija, welcome. Mr. Bashir family in the house. Welcome, sir, welcome. And I'll welcome once again to salute for all, request for all, network. And if you know how we climb, just don't come too fast. Too much to discuss today, too much. As you say, I enjoy you. Mr. Samuel Williams, welcome. So anyhow, we have to say, Madam, I see you. Madam Flores, I see you. Welcome once again. Yeah, I know what you did. I will. I just want to open your community. Thank you, Miss So we get a lot of things that we'll get to discuss. One of which, the very first one, of course, with the response to the very first lady, Madam Cadiz. You say welcome, madam, welcome. Madam Miriam Williams, welcome. Mr. Muhammad Basim Tarawali, welcome, sir, welcome. Yeah, so like how they say, with a response to first lady, a statement we respond back to the show where we get the other day, and then followed by other critical topic having to do with saving lives na salon. We go present some of the concerns them way some were sent personally to me, which concern Sierra Leoneans them around the world, some living in the Republic of Sierra Leone, and then we go also try for give recommendation as well. Madam Alice Cole, welcome. Mr. Alimami Kamara, welcome.
And once again, welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. Like I said, the very first one would go to, now no waste time, because it might take me a little bit longer than I actually anticipate. So now I want to start with First Lady. And I know the other day, we basically, this is not only going to stop to limited to just the Sierra Leone People's Party, but also I know say the All People's Congress themselves, they geared towards their own political party election, where also we get for bring them at the hot seats, or Mr. Sisego call and say the electric seats. I will bring them come for ask them critical questions, because then self need for answer to Sierra Leoneans them. Now so they can say now so small play cook now they come to reality, meaning the small political party then they can begin the political career. So of course, and even the small position they within the whole that in political party then they obviously is equally important for now we questions them as to how much then gets the interest of Sierra Leoneans. So now we start how they can say, oh, Usaina to go say, you touch one, you touch we all. Or woyi or soyi, that will be for the Tolombo. One people, one country. Paupa, Paupa they say, you see for me, I see for you. That's not the Asanatu. So you get Asanatu and Usainatu. When are the C4C and the NGC, and then you get the Tolombo when are the APC, and then of course you get the Paupa Babati when are the SLPP. Now, so like how they say, so obviously when they ignore any political party, those are the days gone where basically where they where we they actually ignore the little things, funny things before today. As I don't dress done. And in front of the mirror, I look, I remember the Mr. Johnny Boy, the new name we give with platform. Dove cuts, dirty water. I had to laugh. I just said, maybe I go share them pictures and then I get the Dove cut dirty water laugh, smile. Well, I'm going to share them pictures them there of it before I actually come and sit down and start the program. Oh man, interesting. Now, then we go to the First Lady. Interesting. So we'll go as in another we can do things now. So we'll back up with some of the some of the authentic evidence them. Anyhow, one of the things that way Mr. Austin Johnny asked me of the other day, hey, Miss Phoebian in the house, welcome. Madam Katsin, welcome. Madam Kanku, I see you in the house. Anyhow, so one of the things that way Mr. Austin Johnny, Mr. Jeffrey Spring, welcome. Madam Cynthia Kamara, welcome. Where he asked me the other day was Madam Gloria Harding Thomas, welcome, madam, welcome. That the nickname of the platform now. As we want for remain credible, these are obvious evidence that we have been share with we of where the as they call them forest guard then go and get the audacity for challenge with man and woman them in uniform. I believe say when we stand for the right thing, now we stand for across board, not when it's in our favor, but rather when it's in the favor of the masses. If they are there to design for, or the assignment is to save life and property, I believe say for go across board. You know, go and say therefore recommend the men and women them in uniform when they actually stand against the unfortunate incident as that of the forest guard. And then when it comes to having to do with other people in life they were lost. In the case of the McKinney, the Tombo, the Mile 91, you just say it was justifiable. I think say it is Mr. Austin Johnny speak for himself when he came here so the other day. Another thing what Mr. Austin Johnny did was he sent me some audio, and I do believe that one thing what we all go agree with is that when it comes to these various political party and the supporters or the one that we came there as the public relation officers, then we are very much familiar with their voice and the names them. And I do believe that many of them, when it comes to, let me just narrow it down, in the example of the Sierra Leone People's Party, we don't hear the voice of Gentle, where most of the time in I go put the category where it belong and the message where it preach. We don't hear the voice of Mr. DJ Force, who himself now one of we on this platform we can come from time to time. Of course, we don't hear the voice of Mr. Austin Johnny. All this not part of the Sierra Leone People's Party. We don't hear all the voice of too Madam Memunatu Rappel, who also not part of the Sierra Leone People's Party. We don't hear the voice of Mr. Attila, who not also part of the Sierra Leone People's Party. When it comes to the APC, we all don't hear the voice of the Mr. Emmanuel, we fall under the category of Rising Sun, if I'm not mistaken. We don't hear of the Rapid Hunt Unit. We don't also hear of the Mr. Evangelist Sampson. We don't hear of the Moving Camera Socrates and Mr. Muhammad 91, the Voice of Global, and the list goes on. And so many of them out there. The reason why they say that, there's no way any of them individual then voice them the way we can, I would say we can identify them voice them day. You understand? There's no way where somebody can even try for say, okay, they say this. If Mr. Austin John is full of audio and he try for deny, there's no way he go able for deny because we already don't come familiar with the voices them. You understand? So what did Mr. Austin Johnny do? As in I can recall the Bintu Mani 3 before I bring to First Lady on the Bintu Mani 3, and I've been seeing the unfortunate thing will happen back again now we country where they stage manage a group of individual, you understand, and these testimony all in the place of the wonderful Mr. Ratzi, where I know say himself they try for change himself to be a better person. We also make confession as to the things that we don't do in the interest of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Within the Duna constituency 110, the likes of Rata and all that, and we know the Bintu Mani 3 it was obviously stage managed at some point wherein group of folks go and wear colored of the main opposition and then begin act up, but they were protected by the men and women in uniform, you understand? So all this, so Mr. Austin Johnny sent me of course a nasty disrespectful message, which of course we know the goal, so we're not even going to succumb to that. But anyhow, and followed by an audio say, obviously an audio from the main opposition. But mind you, when you come, we want to remain credible. So anybody in audio where they share Naya so where they guilty of the crime, make sure say they get a name, they don't identify themselves, because we get another now we're seeing the sitting this sitting administration member, the diehard fan of the sitting administration. What thing then they do is then they deliver the message in a form of a cartoon. So they want to disguise their voice and bring out a strong, nasty message to Sierra Leonean, threaten Sierra Leoneans who dare to go out and protest. Mind you, we are here against any form of violence. Anyone we do not accept on this platform. You understand? But when you go, you try for infringe on the right of Sierra Leoneans, that you threaten them as if they do not have rights to exercise what has been prescribed in our constitution, then that's where we get the term rotorata. You understand? So again, I want to show one of the again what would they talk now, so we get for make show evidence of it. So I want to play one of that I call them cartoon day where then they play, then they put them voice so that way they not go identify them. But mind you, if now all the other, like I say, anyone we not see, if you not see the All People's Congress, they do any kind of violence against their fellow Sierra Leoneans because they not belong to the same political party, and I bring that video now so we go play them accordingly. Whether it's APC, C4C, Awanatu, Asanatu, Tolombonao, Paupanao, all we they fight for now for peace and stability, and we deserve it now, the Republic of Sierra Leone. We will not condole anything, and anything that is designed to divide us, we will continue to condemn. So I want to play that one day. So I send a message again to Mr. Austin Johnny. I will never, I don't make it clear, say, first and foremost, one thing we establish, I personally, I don't say me a servant of Allah, I better than nobody, but any level where it's designed to bring me to that instability, that back and forth, then cause people. Some people are professional in that department. No, I'm not part of that. You understand? But when you get authentic evidence, as that of when a kana so I present to Sierra Leoneans them, what you represent, you thinking capacity, how you they how you call them analyze things, how you they see Sierra Leonean, whether it's green, white, and blue, or green or red. We make that clear here. I analyze, I show evidence, and then you self get the opportunity to come. You also show who you are on this platform. You understand? Followed by a very nice insult. Gota wata news. So, sir, rest assured that when it's authentic and not state managed, when it's not designed to play games on your fellow Sierra Leoneans, then, but if it's authentic, bring it to our attention. We will make sure so we share an IASO. But other than that, we will not play those type of quote unquote, excuse my language, dirty politics. We don't have that. Yeah. So having said that, make a play the cartoon they what they refer to. And then with a come and address First Lady in statement.
All the school pikin in a salon, una feel free for go school, yeah. Salon a peaceful country, una go school. Una not scared, una go school. Una not fall at all, go for straight. They don't lost power. Say today they not candle it. Politics don't do. They wait for anybody candle at the streets of Freetown for disturb the peace of the people of Sierra Leone. They watch you. Like mama wear black. We they endorse una big time. Una they left and you una. We prepare for una. I be always tell una say let una start. Let una start the game. Let give una game. Ready for una big time. We they tell una say president be in government not a boy scout. You don't say na any handle una. Na make SPP na we give una. I be so for una. Get una measurements. So they wait for una. Una can do. Let issue the check you una. I'll go wash una.
And I welcome back. As I say earlier, we want to remain credible, so I want to back her up with that authentic evidence. As to the games now with the play for intimidate fellow Sierra Leoneans them, for send out a message that is not friendly, but the way out then they do it now, then they disguise under that type of cartoon, unfortunately. So a rather unfortunate. Again, we touch one, you touch we all. Then I will sign that to. I sign that to say, you see me, I see for you. Tolombo say, away, a say. Papa Babati say, one people, one country. At the end of the day, it's all we all fall under the green, white, and blue. So now we come to we First Lady in statement. Before I read step by step some of the things that we there's an alleged allegation made by First Lady from the way they respond to we live the other day, saying that waiting Madam Joseph, basically they try for say what I read by the old thing is that Tonangi, an eye for an eye, is say during the then administration, unfortunately somebody was killed during, whether it was during campaign or election, I'm not too certain. But again, first and foremost, we are responsible here. We are people that hold ourselves accountable. So the first thing what they say, like how we always believe in anything where it has to do with violence, we condemn. So having said that, we take this opportunity for extend sincere condolences. If this statement is true, we extend with sincere condolences for any life lost. Is life too many. It doesn't matter whether they are APC, SLPP, C4C, it's irrelevant. So we are saying we extend and we condemn every individual who have been part of that unfortunate act, as per statement from the First Lady. And we also extend condolences to every Sierra Leonean within that soil day. We believe in patriotism, not partisan. We believe say that person we lost should not be just defined as a Sierra Leone People's Party member, but rather as a Sierra Leonean. Any life lost is a life too many. So once again, we want to do that first and extend with condolences. Now, now go to the statement of Madam First Lady. Obviously, Madam First Lady, there was nothing as in accountability, as in holding Madam Josephine Jackson accountable of the attempted murder of young Mr. Conte, Ibrahim Conte. Unfortunately, it was all about defense. It was all about defending her name. It was all about praising the woman. Unfortunately, again, where we did look things as patriotic Sierra Leoneans, them, where we they frown against violence, we first don't acknowledge if that incident happened, we don't condemn. That is first. We don't also send condolences message. That is second. Now, let me read it step by step. In 2018, this lady right here stood up for justice in constituency 110 when a young man named Muhammad Kano. So, wow, is this a coincidence? Muhammad and Muhammad. Muhammad Kano, alias Hip Hop, was brutally killed by supporter of the now opposition party in that constituency. Again, it's rather unfortunate. And that's where, again, where you they say you not the mamina power. Your words, you say, like where you go, you make that statement, that was beautiful. You touch one, you touch all, you try for organize. But another thing where this also show, you know, they can say, I've been not a lie, but you know they talk to. At some point, you made it clear to Sierra Leoneans that you were not campaigning. But on this thread, it is obvious that you were campaigning. You even make that confession. That's also another part of deceiving. And that's why we're not going to sit here and let any politician play that game with the lives of Sierra Leoneans. If from what we don't understand, no campaigner for go right now for any political party. But again, Madam First Lady think that she's above the law, and the Sierra Leone People's Party is above the law, that you can go and campaign directly and indirectly, while the other political party, whether it's NGC, C4C, they all know for campaign. So again, you try for, if let's say, God forbid, unfortunately that happened, when you're not a good combra for a country, you understand me? You know, they go begin, they go again, they compare a political party. When you say the word new direction, that's not a slogan when you use for convince. Some people will call it fool Sierra Leoneans them. For now you gain them respect. For now you gain them trust. You understand? So when you say new direction, it means that you have learned from that awful incident that happened 2018, and you are going to be the example of that unfortunate incident for it not to ever happen in the soil of Sierra Leone. You understand? So right there, you don't say, because it happened 2018, which is rather unfortunate, it's about time SLPP also come back and do in the person where you the command of in behavior when a Madam Josephine Jackson. That is exactly what we hear from this statement. Okay. What was Mohammed Kanu's crime? His crime was wiping the face on a billboard that has the picture of President Bio and candidate Jojo. Again, we will condemn that. That man will deserve for die as such. That is where, again, responsibility and accountability come in place. You never at any point acknowledge the unfortunate incident where happened to Mr. Ibrahim Conte. I'm sorry, I think it was Ibrahim and Muhammad, I get them confused. Ibrahim Conte. You understand? All you're doing here, you continue to defend. So once again, the unfortunate thing will happen to that man. If not that's if they do, elect not to that thing they do, it not deserve that. Every Sierra Leonean have the right to belong to any political party of their choice, without being intimidated, without being threatened, without being harassed. And the list goes on. Without falling under the category of selective justice. So for your statement, I strongly agree with you that okay, you're making a statement actually wherein you're saying that you informing us that the crime was because he be the wipe a billboard we get your husband in face in Madam Jojo. So that was wrong. He didn't deserve to die. Now, secondly, Muhammad was stabbed and left to die in Ogu Farm right under the billboard where his lifeless body was found. Rather unfortunate again. But again, you're justifying every evil thing that Madam Josephine did. An eye for an eye will leave us blind. Yeah? And people like yourself and many other where they in a position where they say with your statement, you understand, it goes a long way. We go come back and reflect on the then first lady, how we've been using in mouth and in choice of words them. Your position is not to ever remind us of the dark days as to who that bring one at the country, the mistake that has been done, but rather your mouth for be used for bring we together. For say, Ebo, this woman what he do wrong, even though APCB don't do this, but it not mean say for do that. This not bad name for your political party because we in a new direction. That's what you call a role model. Because you're looking, a lot of young folks are looking up to you. But if you are saying that, you are telling the youth, say, because if they not belong to any, if they get any opposition political party where they not belong, if somebody kill person, you okay back again for the other person say come and do the same thing. It's rather unfortunate. Now let's go. Your question, I cannot answer that. You say you ask a question and then you answer them. You say whether or not if he was condemned or if they may attend the young man in burial. I am not in position. Do ya a beg anybody will know about this in a bring to our attention, and we'll do a special show on this. If you not get any authentic evidence about this young man in life we lost in that constituency where I don't know God Almighty na me witness, I don't know nothing of it, please, and I bring it to our attention. Now we bring this to the attention of Sierra Leone and we will condemn the All People's Congress. If so be, if this incident happened. Yeah? Now, so again, you ask a question back again, you answer the question. You understand? I am taking that the question where you ask if anybody speak truth to power. I have been redundant with that unfortunate incident, and I will continue to be redundant with that unfortunate incident for say that it is wrong. We condemn it, and everybody we hand and deparam. We condemn every action that was made against that young man. But here, we do not look at SLPP or APC. We look at that young man as a Sierra Leonean. That is unfortunately what you are not doing, Madam First Lady. Look at Sierra Leonean as Sierra Leonean. You understand? Like what you say, you get the picking them of the C4C, the Asanatu, the Usainatu, the Paupa, and the Tolombo. You can get all them picking their ass. So sometimes you go once near one be lawyer, doctor, you name it, a cook, a chef, a model, an actress, a president. You want to take one, you go send somebody go na run sab na St. Anne's na Kiama preparatory. I just to give an example. At the end of the day, you go want everything for the specific one where you like. Out of them, 4 picking and the Osaina to the Asana to the Tolombo and the Paupanista or whatever you want call them. You understand? But as much as you sometimes you go take Osaina to Asana to how you call them? Dovecot Dotiwata school, then you take Tolombo and Paupa to Ronsab or Lebanese school. You understand? But at the end of the day, if God say, now that one at Dovecot Congo Market Dotiwata, now in the excel, now in go excel. You understand me? So at the end of the day, if even you want something so much for Jojo, but if God say not to in the day, you rig and say being and not go able to forget peace because God not be one day. Yeah. So when you just say things, let it be from a good place, let it be from a sincere place for say, You accept them picking their soul. The Usaina to the Asana to the Tolombo and the Pauper. But you cannot say that you go campaign for Pauper when you know you are not supposed to campaign for Pauper. You should not, you for be an example for make sure say you they set the law accordingly and follow the law. You understand? For the young one, where they follow you. And again, this is also Madam Jojo breaking the law because she's not supposed to campaign. Neck not talk said they're not for big campaign. So why are you campaigning for her? As per your submission too, you confess that too. Jojo remained the candidate of SLPP until NGC next says otherwise, and as a party who buried Muhammad, console his family and help his family during their time of grief. Even though our party was the opposition, then we ask that this time let no one allow reckless politicians to use them to commit crime on their behalf. Oh, it's too late now. Reckless politician to use them on a behalf. We don't see so many authentic evidence. We don't see Arata, they confess. We don't see Mr. Ratti, they don't confess. They have been used and abused to get you to where you guys are at today. You understand? But because of this platform, we the educate them say you cannot allow politicians to use you. So now don't take reward now and take credit for waiting we don't suffer now this platform. Not so long ago, you didn't care about that, about politicians using them. We had to educate them here, and we will continue to educate them. We love them. They don't make mistake, then they go ahead and ask for God in forgiveness, and then they allow no one to use them. We have done that on this platform, and we'll continue to do that. Because at the end of the day, like we they remind them at this platform, when they go to the Dubai, they go to the London, they take the cruise around the world, the Lebanon, they are not there. When you have in those party na them Bintumani now, Cape Sarah now, or whatever, they're not there. But when it comes to the dirty stuff, they're there doing their thing. We also make it clear say if they ask them for go do anything where it be say they cause the instability or contribute to the instability or undermine with peace and stability in that nation, we also ask that they make sure say they ask in a young picking the net and then at the front line. If they cannot, if you guys cannot, I don't know whose country this I forget, wonderful president, where in Peking gets the biggest degree, but when it comes to cleaning, in Peking they as a role model, we'll go try for share that picture they now we platform one of them these days, now we Facebook page. In Peking, then at the front line, they help for clean the country. That's what you call an example. Yes. So when you want Kegorati, Harata them, or the other one there, unfortunately, you understand, bring the picking them back too, let them go. Like the time for election 110, let them go na that election day, let them go guard them boxing, and then Agata they no go there. Then self na people picking. I told you, Madam First Lady, how you go help Karata, give a car, pay for in 4 years education, or if you know for going to college, give business money, $10,000. It's nothing to you now. You can afford it, madam. So Giamne empower himself. The same as Ratti. We love them. They're our own brother. We don't care which political party they belong. We care that no one should use them for letting go cause any mayhem against anybody where they need to see eye to eye. I believe say that in the touch Ratti, it make a beautiful song where it say, it want peace. We love him and we go forgive him. And let God forgive and let God continue for make right decision. The one they will not see the truth it's let God. Uganda, thank you so much, Madam Kanku. Yes, Uganda president is one of the best example in Africa. And I go search but that man. It makes sure say in picking self they dig dirty. Then the Almighty elevates that man and he picking them. And in generation yet to born. Because what it show them is humility. It show them say, in you picking them, no better pass other people picking them. But we own mentality sometimes when we hold this prestige position, we believe say people picking them, now slaves, now them for do with dirty laundry, go and attack main opposition or other innocent lives them. It's not right. It's not right. And we'll continue to condemn that. Okay, somebody say Rwanda. So we'll find out if whether it's Uganda or Rwanda. We'll find out. Okay, now, There you go. It says everyone is free to campaign for their parties and candidates with no fear of attack or intimidation. Absolutely true. But the rule was made by NEC that no one should be campaign. So you break the rule, madam. So how can you hold other people accountable if you cannot be the representative of your husband? If you cannot represent him in a positive way, madam? What you said is true. But when you make sure, say you the campaign for Madam Jojo, make sure say NGC now, C4C now, APC now, they're all Unity Party now, but Unity Party don't back up. Make sure say themselves get the same right. And you are again looking at things on a political lens. When we bring out the obvious evidence to Sierra Leoneans here, we also make suggestion. You understand? If Madam Josephine was capable, competent, able, you understand? She's our Sierra Leone sister. We're not against her. But what she did, it already break a law before even it come into parliament. Parliament that then they make the law, madam. Understand the role of parliament and the word honorable. We cannot put people on those sensitive positions when you know, say, then already don't break the law or they cannot live up to expectation. When the obvious is already there, knowing that they're there to only represent a political party but not Sierra Leoneans. You understand? We even make suggestions, say, if that's the case, that gentleman we've been there na NGC, Mr. Ibrahim Kaba, commonly known as Small Bobo, he is able and competent for being in that position. So why not swipe him? But if you are insisting that this woman stay on it and you given the obvious of waiting it don't do, then it's obvious that you don't stop. You don't endorse every evil thing and unfortunate act done by this woman. And that is rather unfortunate. So how can you say that you're no direction? Yeah? Get the main opposition out of the equation. I'm sure that new direction means you have learned from those mistakes. You are coming now to do better. But if you're doing the worst, then what is the point? Now, so again, I agree with you. Everyone is free to campaign for their parties and candidates with no fear of attack or intimidation. That is true, but it should be fair across board. You know, we'll go campaign directly and indirectly, and you don't confess and part this again, then you know one of the other political party then campaign. It is not right. You understand? First lady in America campaigned for their party, if you don't know. Example, Mrs. Clinton, Mrs. Obama, just in case if you don't remember their names, or oops, just last month, yes, last month, if you don't know them. This is where, again, like I said, you are just out of touch, madam. Respectfully, I say so. We know this, and it's not a crime to campaign. But you just also, you don't contradict yourself. You say from the time when your husband don't assume office, you no longer the campaign. So what do you go do in a constituency 110? What do you go do in a constituency 110? Nobody not say you know for campaign. That is your right. But are we in time of election? Again, if Madam Josephine love you so much and mean good for you, enough for put you in that position, enough offend somebody else where they go speak on your behalf. Given the obvious of the crime where it don't commit, it don't compromise your political party, the integrity of your political party within the Sierra Leone People's Party stand for. If it's one people, one country, then obviously leave to that slogan. Now, so for say that again, I will definitely show you some of the choice of words them where them first lady then the way you make reference to. I'm not sure if I have Clinton, but the first lady Obama I will play on later. For now you see how in the campaign, any government we don't talk about hate or division or discrimination. When in the campaign, they make sure say it discourage that, like what would they do on this platform, because they do not believe that we're different, whether it's color. A husband are a good example. Like I can call them best of both worlds. You get the white, you get the black in them. So he not get no room for prejudice or discrimination. And hence the reason why we will not allow any political party or politician for divide we as a nation. Whether it's the All People's Congress, the Sierra Leone People's Party, the Awanatu or Sanatu. No. No one is above the law. No one is above with green, white, and blue. And we will continue to remind Sierra Leonean on this platform. Vote for SLPP, vote for progress and inclusive governance, vote for women wey go talk for in people them, vote for the development, vote for quality representation, vote for this lady right here, vote for Josephine Jackson, December 12, constituency 110, vote. If this is what you call quality, madam, if this is what you call good representative, if this is what you call development, then who are we to, to argue? But we know the fact. Then we will decide as to waiting go be everybody in level of quality. You know, go question because that is what they know as quality. So I cannot question what's in you they define as quality. But I am here to educate Sierra Leoneans on quality and one that is not necessarily quote unquote quality. You understand? Anybody would even dare get the audacity for even think for kill another human being. I don't think they're in the correct state of mind for even they're in the category of being quality as per your statement. Development, let's decide what is development in terms of the 2 years so far, waiting we can say that we have developed as a nation when it comes to Sierra Leone. You understand? You can hate your main opposition, which is the All People's Congress, but I'm sure you can highlight some of the development they have made. They, of course, themselves get their own shortcomings where we don't also address on this platform in the past. But when we talk, now we look at the bigger picture. When you do that campaign too, your goal was to, you say, Usai Mr. Pakaba left, you cross over, you say, Nade no more left. That is right unfortunate. Because I am sure that's the quality of the then president. When they talk, they give credit to my late uncle Wena Pakaba. They give credit to him. Then again, obviously, in Sefcam, he do Usai able for do. Governance is continuity. SLPP not go able to finish everything in one day. But if we're there for the right reason, we intention clean, we focus not displace, God will help we through the process. 5 years, you go accomplish so much, and whatever you left, the next person will come back and continue. But you cannot take below the belt all the time, directly and indirectly try for discredit, always for discredit the how you call them, the one that will be there before you. When you try for acknowledge some of their strength or waiting they don't work for salon, they make you look good, they bring respect to you, they bring integrity to you and your husband in office. You understand? Given the obvious that Sierra Leoneans are not blind, you cannot say that they're not improve in terms of the electricity if they don't accomplish, but to a certain extent they did. You cannot say that they did not improve on the road. You understand? If not 100%, but they did. You understand? Even in America, every 6 months or so, the road then in a continuity. So if the then president served for 11 years, let's say he make Congo Market Street or Dovecot Dotiwata Street, you understand me? Another government come, they not continue that Dovecot Dotiwata Street. They're not try for make and say because yeah, so winter time then they fix the road. Summertime back again and they fix the road. Because mind you, they get thousands of cars they go over and over, you know, every day. So of course you cannot expect the road for stay as they don't fix some. If you fix some 10 years ago, you'd expect for now come back again and stay the same. No, that's where governance is continuity. If you not come, you build the road, then another party can now, maybe APC come back again and want to try for discrediting and saying I don't make efforts, then of course we will come back here and condemn. But when the effort is always like, oh yes, na Usai Pakaba left, na de no more. No, people they look at you like, whoa. It's always negative towards, you understand? And again, the then first lady, where they speak, where they campaign, you know, ever try for talk negative about Kabadem, or when it left for say, oh, this and that, oh, this person the way one can stand and Pasamura, no vote for the will become an X, Y, and Z. No, it focus on speaking peace, oneness. It speak about say we come through the ballot box now, so they go back. You understand me? So these are all examples we'll go share today. For as we educate yourself, you have educated me based on that posting of a knowledge way of thing where I don't know. In the sense that unfortunate incident may don't happen at that constituency day. So I'm open and willing to the idea to learn. I don't know everything. I'm here by the grace of God, not to me know how, not to me sabi. Whatever I speak is not from me, but through God in blessing. You understand? But I am willing and humble to learn and acknowledge the mistakes or the shortcoming of whoever do it, whether na SLPP, C4C, NGC. But if you were not able to accept, you understand, the weaknesses or the shortcomings of your husband in party, there's no way you can help him to become that man where he need for become for be a successful president. Okay, I think I missed some. Sorry, I think I missed some. Okay, you make a point say I am biased when it comes to the Ceremony People's Party and APC. You say but go sleep, allow we day now we continue make we decide on waiting we want. That statement also is a mess. Wait then I so allow we now we country. What am I? I am Sarah Leone. I don't care if I have the passport of United States of America or I end up having 10 other passports later. Now me battle land, me land of origin, a land that I love. I can always say 3 years ago, I said one thing I can always say, and I pledge my love and loyalty for my country, Sierra Leone. Nobody not go take that from me. You understand? And when I stand here, I speak with the fairness of God and my conscience. You understand? Bias, that would be for the conclude, for the audience for talk that, for say that. You understand me? But I know in my heart I'm not biased. If APC do wrong, when APC how you call them sack, when the then president sack we elected president, I condemn that. So I am not biased, ma'am. I call things by their name. And that's where the problem is. You always look in things on a political lens instead of a national issue, instead of the reality. Until when you look at it as a national issue, then will be the beginning of a better Mama Salon. Okay, and yeah. So now let's play some of those videos and remind Sierra Leoneans back again of some of the unfortunate statements and words of Madame Josephine. If you cannot hold this woman accountable, Madame, you cannot use the word new direction because it's not. If you are saying that because the unfortunate incident, the alleged unfortunate incident happened during the All People's Congress administration, so now because of that, you they endorse and say, okay too for what he do. And that makes them make her honorable? I don't think so. I don't think so. So now make her play some of this thing and then when they come back again, we continue with this discussion. The other day, like I tell you now, I asked Mr. Austin Johnny a whole lot of questions. These are two people where they try for a whole sensitive position. I want to take on not so lightly because, like I say, these political party position they are so now then they learn or then they begin practice and get the audacity for go and aspire for bigger position later in the future. You understand? So APC again will sit here in the electric chair where we go ask them critical question. waiting make them feel said and able and capable for even lead them political party, where of course themselves go aspire later in the future for bigger position. Now we start with the mile 91, Madam First Lady. Now we make a remind you, Madam, of waiting happen at mile 91. You get a widow crying for in husband waiting kill. I can always say, Madam, your energy is displaced because that energy can be used for promote and improve on your initiative, a brilliant initiative. I've said that. I've commend you on the hands of our girls because that is there to save the lives of we picking them. And also, I can always say you can even push on to another level way for be hands of our girls and our women. You understand? If you take that energy there, you try for campaign, you try for lobby for things that will improve the lives of those victims. Areas wherein they can get state compensation. We don't repeat on this place over and over, wherein the states can compensate them for their unfortunate incidents than they. More safe houses can be built. More professional can be brought into the picture, as in psychologists for counseling, and the list goes on. Rehabilitation center, there's so much you can use that energy instead of going there campaigning for that woman. What would they discuss today? Infant mortality, you understand? All that you can improve in that area when you focus on women and children. Those are the efforts you should gear towards, not going there and go follow Miss Josephine for go campaign param for things then what you don't do way so unlawful where it goes scotch-free because in political party they in governance. Waiting at the precedent or with the show or with the left or the history or they left behind. Waiting at the example with the show to with mentees. Those are the questions for ask yourself. What is wrong with Mr. Small Bobo? We don't come back again to the SLPP. Why enough for take that position there? Given the obvious of what happened, you're slapping the parents of those that were killed in McKinney. You're talking about the American politics. Why did you not use that energy and condemn? You talk about George Floyd, now you wall and all that. Have you ever used that energy and acknowledge or condemn the act of Pademba Road, Mile 91, McKinney, Tombo, and the list goes on? Have you ever condemned the injustice, the selective justice, the intimidation? You just talk about intimidation, now you all. But you see a whole lot of that going on with the main opposition. Then go smoke the down at the party office. Then take 10 parliamentarians that was elected. You understand? The list goes on. How can you not use those energy to condemn? You say I left the country to you, to Ina we did it. I'm not there physically, but God knows I am there. My blood, my everything is Sierra Leone. I wake up, I sleep is Sierra Leone. What you cannot take away from me is that I am a born Sierra Leonean. I love my country. It's the reason why I spend, through the grace of God, I spend hours weekly for just talk about my beloved country. I'm not one of those who they say, go now, turn out, go now, water, turn fish. No. Whatever has been instilled with me with humility, I pray to the Almighty God that it continue for make I remain humble. I am not perfect. I do not want to appear perfect. Myself na sinner like everybody now, so where they watch. But I am always open to the idea to learn. And I do believe that if you take we as Sierra Leonean, not look at say, oh, you not belong to this camp, you not belong to this camp. I believe so we can learn from each other, we can benefit from each other. Just like how you don't educate me on something that I know nothing about. But the question now, are you willing to accept and also say that what Miss Josephine did was wrong? And that you are wrong to also be in that thing for campaign where neck don't set rules and regulation to be followed by. Now play them video with the camera back.
I need a man, yes, I need a know. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I want you, yes, I need a know. I need a man, yes, I need a know.
A brother wey say I don't be Butu Bier Abdul Fonti of State House. Abdul Fonti. I get for writing resignation letter because I don't get all the detail but Abdul Fonti na you ba. Like how na timi ni lekito. Abdul Fonti na you. Abdul Fonti. Abdul Fonti. Oh na you. Now if they give the message to civilly obliged. Then mago gi Adebayo. Oh, so I don't get blackout. It is well. Una, not to thunder the fire, una. But like I say, una don't think I say una craze. I don't come on out from the level. I don't can I want communicate to Abdul Fonti direct. SLPP young professionals, do una be a me small. La relax, la override, go down to the level. I see una don't say May 6 una they run down. What they wait una? When they tell una say we not to jamba smoker, but we weed una. What don't beat una good? May 6. Enter with una May 11. Then una go no for say for threats. For threatening people then at this country, we don't come up being far. We not at that level again. That nonsense one at the pass, that bang ba one at the pass. That guy and guy one at the pass, una get for left. Boku talk, una the left. Una go remember His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Madabiu. Una get for member for a long while. Una calculate una age number. No, una add up 40 years. Whether you guys like it or not. The 2020 skin have a talk. Una no member. Now 2028 they can go. Whether you guys like it or not. But May 6. Ufu yeri feng. Sabia then the tabe people then are gonna kri. I saw the tight una. Una don't come on out pa honor. We don't come on out now condition. Bang. We they talk to una. The level una they talk to we. Now so now we don't begin talk to una. Lo yeri thing. Abdul Fonti. Just pray God say after the 3 days I they visit you in office.
And I welcome back. Yeah. Madam First Lady, I see say you read the pain. You see the pain. You hear the pain of a pregnant woman, an unborn child, where they're taking papa away. Any form of violence is no good. One life lost is two life many. Do not care who does the crime. We get for condemn things and call things by their names. So when you hear the man where they try for aspire for a position within the Sierra Leone People's Party, acknowledge all waiting happen, and he say that they were all justifiable, they were okay, the killing was okay. It's a bit scary. Alarming. Given the obvious that even make her up yet to a more higher position. But we cannot make light of any position within any political party before I say now having to do with a house way for be sacred, way for be in the interest of the masses, now they for be the lawmaker, not the lawbreaker. I want to also share some other stuff then where I've been mentioned. Some of you now will not be see the campaign. Usai the campaign begin first, where Madam First Lady endorse Madam Josephine Jackson. It say if even in a way from me onward, looking at it and self, and I'm not looking face so, and I just look say no more na SLPP posting the win. So with that, if you not win, and I go feel them. It shouldn't be a do or die, even though you say that, but it's a lot of contradicting statement, a lot of way to manipulate the minds of Sierra Leonean. If it's not do or die, then you can replace them with somebody where they represent we will be Mr. Kaba, small bobo. I believe say he can do it. If God say na go make him fine. But I think say go better than a woman we don't cause this in a left and go free. She's not held accountable, and you're justifying every evil things that has been done. The unfortunate incident then what don't happen. You use you all again for justify say it was okay. It's right unfortunate. Will they come right back?
You all later when my voice be loud, why look around and see whether they meeting up next to me. Why see una? If I fit here, why see una the fit here more? You understand? So you are the big. Where would they go with Jojo? Now don't see Jojo in face. Only see SLP. And then you on your own dream. Let's say okay, you vex say. But deep down inside your heart, if they go and answer result, they say not to Jojo win you, they vex you. They have that to me.
Exactly. You're not be gay.
I come for campaign now. And for long that tell una say from where I can now, Honorable Jallo, Jojo, Emma, they don't talk all kinds. You get for meet the executive, you get for meet the stakeholders. When you're not leader, you cannot break the rules. And what we did and the corona waiting safe before they lift curfew and all. I want to be seen as the person where they actually behave under the rule. Because all man go do something at this country, yeah, you don't go turn trouble. Yes, as Fatima Dua. You don't go funny. Yes, and they talk as so back right now. This same video they have on the next show. A different story. Do I never for talk saying that I don't feel bad man? Do I never for change me talk? They don't for change me talk say, nah, I don't go get that una for long go fence. They get 40. But that's not all the thing, no.
Now we no matter.
They say no, all follow rules. We all they follow rules. Yes. But una they break the rules them no more. Yes. Una they can break the rules them. And we said what they happen. Now the constituency are there, they see every day. Yeah. So you they break rules, but you say we not for break rules. We know they break rules. We're making rules. Yeah. We know they fet. Sure. We know they cause. Sure. We never win. Sure. We know the facts, we know the cost, but we go win. I got the power. Sure. And we go there the same, we go there as a united family. We go there as one. So do you are the people as soon as them?
Picture.
Me no say as we tina players so hey. In life, we get loyalists them. We get the one that they middle. We get the Jaffa they the Jaffa they're easy for see. You just need for watch the body language they see for you. But the thing is, We na SLPP. We are together. Whatever the boil, what you make it boil, you blood the boil. I beg, please drink soda water. No, calm down. Because the thing is, when they fix this road, they're not going to come put meter there for saying you will vote or you no vote. If they fix, if this collect on university, when you pick in or your sister or your brother they can't do, they're not going to go ask they say you will vote or you no vote. When they fix the road for Funkia Road, they're not going to go ask you know which party they, you know to which party they. So dear, for now, we are voting for progress. We are voting for development. We are voting for unity. One piece. All the feds the way they happen and then corner they this side. They're not supposed to happen. If you get an MP where they tin up for saying no, me people they now they're not effective. Because Jojo's first responsibility is to bring this constituency together. APC, NGC, SLPP. A need for bring everybody together because in order for rule under SLPP, they rule everybody will live here. So AGC or SLPP or APC or C4C and the rest of mankind. They're all. When you be MP, it is serve everybody and everybody they serve equally. So I beg you will get APC party. Go begin to make them understand why now SLPP for vote for this thing. You will get C4C party, NGC party. Oh brother, you see what you don't do. When somebody wants development for his people, he choose the right choice. Now they make mistakes. Then they way you they make, but mistakes where you get for live with for long. Now bad mistake that. And what I want for that make law now understand why I don't from this morning they make let people know because the way they make this election like for say if you Joseph you know with somebody they die. No, nobody will die. You know why? Joseph you win or you know win or not for good parliament. You know why? Joseph you win or you know win or you win. Now the president, then they change. And you want to say your business better than this side. Not just if you get for party. Where His Excellency take the when they make him the leader of the party, what he say? He said we get for further structure. Structure. He said for further structure. Now the reason why before I go begin call district chairman, other kind chairman there, I said let me talk to the zonal first. Because now una that the zone, now una they elect una constituency. So if una not start, una they get constituency. Una not start, una they get district. Una not start, una they get region. And if una not start, we sure they not they get chairman.
Thank you.
And you see? So dear, me na beg no man can beg una today. One color na no say I don't move na ya. I not tell una no. I move na ya for come closer. Una no say na ya will lock day. That day when they can't the election where they can't. I tell you. Na ya will lock day. So I go for a secure block. I go for a secure block. But I don't come. I come to the people there. I don't want to go sit down na inside town where you go there every day get for posh. I just want to be ordinary woman. Today when I walk out, me have back away, me have back and stuff. When I walk out, boy head and walk out. Me head and some people don't say what can they say? I will not know they judge me. Simple. What can me no where una they see, una know they see beyond me. So I just want to be comfortable among people where they see me as me. I don't say what they are so now 21 zones there. Now they expect. I beg not up a battle. I just want all my tin up according to his zone.
And I welcome back. As in a C4 in herself. Unfortunately, it was also not in the interest of the masses, but rather in the interest of the Sierra Leone People's Party. First Lady even used the word say, "Nayaso in lock day, we lock day." So basically, get for can secure in lock. Rather unfortunate. We get a call we come in while we they on the break. I want to show other videos them. But I go pause now. I'm making it coming. Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Kindly identify yourself. Who's I call from? What's in your name?
Oh, I call from Canada.
Yes. Welcome, madam.
Yes, I'm Zainab Mansari, born of Putloko, Lunsar, Masimra. Yeah, just make me day work because listen, I see the video emotionally as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter. I wish, I don't know how they pronounce a name because it's too archaic. Now, post-colonial archaic era. Fatima, so-called madman, bio, rebel, rapist. You know, I feel so shame and discouraged and disappointed of this lady called Constitution 110 or so. I can't even, I don't know how to express myself as a woman. As a woman, I be don't tell us that they say the days, your days day. But it just make me feel, I don't know how to express myself, and I don't get idea right now. Because of what he don't do, the atrocities, what he don't create. Fatima no say, that man day, when he can process, he dey see the people the way they cut their hand there. What he dey feel, how he dey feel. You don't know say a man, now one of them, if they kill people, he kill people. Mother will kill somebody's father, somebody's grandfather, somebody's Fatima. Oh Lord, Fatima, you dey go again? You don't know about the country. You are a visitor. Not if you are a stranger. Then you add the world go tight for now. The world go tight for now. You make me emotionally. You make me, I don't know how they go do. I they work 24/7. But I they signal something say people that they don't survive. Then they come for una. Una they go all the way to una they do. Una don't know about politics. You not even expose. You don't even know anything. The world go tight for una. Today is yours, but tomorrow you never know. You dig all for person. You no go know. I go enter. Una de area, una de see. Whether What you will go do? Una they allow women they ride una still get na the post-colonial era. Why can't we expose? Give them education just like candidates say. The body they rise in me. You then lie na ya. Right now they challenge. They lie, they can't take money, they say and they go put down, they go then get money for for go do education, for go do agriculture. Me self go there. The place locked. Even in my hometown, my father's hometown, over 200 picking there, they no go school, they no get. Now then they say I find out. I say what? But then they check money now, but your files are piling. Right? Today is yours. Play your game. Fatima or the always say they go to Mapue na rebel they kill that picking. Your days are coming. Let me stop there, but I can't say much.
Thank you.
Because I'm really, I'm really disturbed right now. I don't know how they go even go work. While the one thing I just want to point out, please, Sierra Leoneans, please, we are in a pandemic. We are seriously all over the world, then lock everywhere, including myself, until I come. The corona, they go every day. Every day. The una then check una say una they mock international. International una they can't thief money. Una they go lie to them. Instead of una day in the money, remember when the corona been day, the Ebola been day. The international, everybody, then go for good health. Una before then, una check as lesson land. Now then before once, una check una go keep that man day. Na jail. He said because he dey talk. Some of we na where would they go? Where would they tell go vaccine? And they tell them point blank, we are not talking with no government. You people are corrupt. Corrupt. Una mind, we there on the pain. Now we are then at the front line. 24/7. Una before una all fido, una depa politics, una depa ngau. But that money, una they all they pull up. The vaccine, how would they care go? If I see any government there, official, na the scapegoats, na the example who the sex. Woman they take power yanda. Until una get the woman the one una they use. Me like me so government get for pay me. Salon government. I don't hope for them 5 good years. 3 months they not pay me till I come. So I not get no bucks. And I was trained, I was a teacher. Inside Adena College, I get my degree certificate. That lucky madman never punish you, no go ever succeed you. You no go ever succeed. I wish you the yeri. I wish you the yeri. Say, a lion is coming. Una play the game, but una ungrateful Sierra Leonean government, especially you, madman. Now you before team up, they think, say, oh, internationally, we are in pain right now. Every day they do, then they tell we naya. The government sit down everywhere for how they manage the epidemic. How then they do? Then they give money. Then they do this. Una they and una they box up the country. Una see say now una yo. Una no worry. The time they come for una. Una no worry. And the woman will stand there. My dear, no place to hide. I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, even though I late, for go serve me people there. Una before una go, una go serve the nation. Le una tell the international, una de go na de East Bulade. Una de go look that shame on you. And Lebanon, them bomb the country. You go pull money, you go spend yanda. Una they misuse the country money. Me another politics and me politics where they go with special. You know they call them liberal Democrats. And if you know Marxist theory, now they go with. Still no soul of any corrupt because I wasn't there. But madam, you like look that Lunge will go send again. Look that Lunge will go send. You know what that man they do? A man that country day. What did they call her? The oh God. Where he come out? What did he do? Then go kill him, then cut and then put acid. You know, that's all this they bind with. Good luck. We are coming for you. Democrat is coming for you. You don't kill dog. You eat money, you go. Some of us, we wasn't paying attention. But Sierra Leone, woman. They don't say father and Sierra Leone. They say mother. A woman will take the lead by God's grace. You play the game. Fatima, we are coming with your shame. We are coming to enter in time God when you don't begin the example of opening the country tree. The country tree there for you. They are where they pass, always they turn and look. So I'm coming. I'm on the phone. I'm heading to work.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear, for giving me the opportunity.
No problem. Thank you, madam.
Yeah,
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. And I thank you. I think say somebody else may they ask for the number. The number I already don't present to in the chat room. And I welcome Mr. Hassan Mansell. Welcome Madam Sia Logan. Welcome Mr. Dowson. Welcome. Madam Brenda, welcome. Brenda Conte, welcome. Mr. Smith, welcome, sir, welcome. Madam Rugi Ivy Blue, welcome. Okay, any of you know I'm missing a name, forgive me. So basically, the video I play, obviously, now for now recollect on the unfortunate thing happened at mile 91. I also like Mr. Austin Johnny question the incident what happened with the forest ranger. So I've been promising I show some of those. I want to show them and also remind. I will not be see the last show, the submission of the victim. Waiting be happy in a constituency 110. Then when they come back, then I'm not going to label much. I believe I don't address most of the concerns them or all the comments the way First Lady respond back. We don't respond back to him. If he decide for write anything further, we will go back again, come back again and respond to him. Having said that, so as we want to remain credible, they go ahead and share the ranger and behavior towards the police them, and then when they come right back, and Ibrahim Conte in as well. And I welcome once again. Now thank you.
I'm
Okay, wait, go bien. Go bien.
Hey, Madam Boyfriend.
It's enough, it's enough.
Waiting.
As they pass someone, I said that the Bogos, government send it for Bogos. Now say, we say the first one that cannot be the kind of house or not be the ticket we saw. They meet me, my mother was now or shadow, so first them begin. They pull the mammy na do then two. The mammy tin up nickel like mama bona. They pull another. They say the mammy tin up another. Now they go to the bafa. We say they make the wash shadow, them go to the bafa day. The mammy not get nothing what you well step 9 ways. Now the mommy says, hey, so I can't keep me tonight. He said, but you know about the shoe. Now they all go up the panel. Now they only the pickers. Now they only the deaf. Now they only shovel. They shovel the place. They the scissors. Now they claim the church the pan body them. Now they say we got tear gas, slow send them.
Just go missing from down below, they come down below and they can do my family. You understand? When they come down my family, you go ask people them. Like my brother me there because he say we say me there, but we say my brother, then my brother just take me say go and put my food. You understand? And they are now there and they can miss brother. Okay, we say we see now. They say they can't go to big people are unnecessary one. Damage people, stone people, count neck. As all the Bible says in the count, who can send a opinion? And the people in the inside are so rebel, not to forest, rebel. So we want to send it. We send it rebel. We want to because a rebel and so we follow. Because if the government send it, government not sending to go do something as a professional way. If you go do a job, government job, you go do it professionally. But you know, go and miss housing, big sound necessary. What's it? How many people have big sound stone and take that cheaper poverty? So what are they? I don't know, so only rebel.
Talk to everybody, make them exercise restraint. The police and the public, therefore able for work together. But if Satan don't come in there, we get for exercise restraint so that we go find out who side the problem come out, we address them at that point there. Government, na police, NPAAA, na government. Meaning the police and NPAAA, then they work for one person, the person is Papa government. So if any discord comes between them, my business as the police boss is to handle the situation in a way where it will create the fine balance for let governance go ahead on hindrance. It's about security for let we get our country. Anything where the engineer break down in law and security, we offer say to no, no. Because we want to progress as a nation, as a country, as a people. Therefore, I advise everybody, I assure the public that an independent body, police, will investigate this matter and they will do it professionally, that whoever might have caused the problem will be identified and will be dealt with according to law. Once again, thank you for exercising restraint. Thank you for taking me from my busy schedule. Thank you for listening to me. So let's be patient and rest assured. Everybody go about your normal business, yeah? It will be okay. Thank you very much.
Live.
Hello? Yeah. Forest garden with yeah, I don't know.
Forest guard. Salon police and soldier and all alone.
Yeah.
Welcome back, welcome back. So I believe Sedande enough, or should I say sufficient enough for Mr. I call Mr. Of course got our news. Where question say waiting at the incident where happened with the forest guard versus the police them. So obviously we'll be done playing at this platform for now remain credible. What I've been promising we'll go back again and revisit them. Then secondly I want to also acknowledge Mr. Arun Rashid, welcome sir, and Mr. Suleiman Keita, welcome sir. As you say you want to try for distract away from we intended program, but we are not here to be distracted. I know saying that there's all kind of words because you're looking things on a partisan lens instead of being a patriotic Sierra Leonean. So we welcome you, enjoy the ride, but please look at things on a national point of view so that we'll bring about a better Mama Salon. I want to also play the video of the young man where being gets tortured when the victim of Madame Jojo. For the one that we miss some. Then from there now, at the trial, like I say, no label on this. I think say we don't already give the answers them to all the statements made by we First Lady, and then we'll try for landing out to it today program. We're also now other critical things them having to do with Sierra Leoneans them back home, how we're able to save lives. The things that we don't happen within with Ministry of Health they do within with First Lady where it be say in energy like I say displaced if I be use the energy there so for left a good legacy in terms of women and children and all that. I also been mentioned the then First Lady. I want to play some of the things them as well. I will play all down there before we come back again. The points where they made a hand over the interaction because there was a lot of rumors say we State House been damaged, even this, even that, all that again. Now we try for take out the doubts necessarily in the mind. Now we try not for play dirty politics when it comes to our country, but rather not try for give information that are credible and not in favor of anybody but the truth. You understand? We remain not to be a biased platform, but rather speaking truth to power. Like I say, any of we get that evidence as to the claim with the First Lady they make, please the allegation please forward unto we so we'll also address on this platform. Will they come right back? Thank you.
Me people na constituency 110 in Sierra Leone and the entire world on Akusha and Cabo. Me na Khadija to Davis, the APC candidate for constituency 110, where they make this statement on behalf of this young man where are they shown na this video. This na the young man where they be tortured na Josephine Jackson, the SLPP candidate in Os. Well, the man the Bobo go introduce himself and let it explain you na ordeal. Young man, waiting at your name and tell people that waiting happened to you.
Me even concert. The miss me na Amutsi Junction Asimap away APC Polo. So they parigaleo aussi SLPP members there they come up there they can't say ya not so say ya this for Gali, ya not so say for Gali, ya na SLPP Junction. Ya pass anybody who see a lock killer. So on the way, I did party try for one. Josephine a man pull cutlass. He get for chop me on my foot.
Okay, so now I chop you.
Yes, ma. Get for chop me on my foot. So on the one score bulla no able going again. Josephine a man say he say on all alone at side alone at Drega go to inside the compound. So they hold me from up the junction outside me, drag me see goes me inside Josephine a compound. So on the way they don't go to me inside Josephine compound, Josephine left for pull cutlass and chop me and middle me in.
Okay.
So they left for chop me middle me in at the strawberry. They ask me say na Ansikari send you, na Ansikari send you. I say me no sabi that umari. Uda name Ansikari. And me no ever sabi that umari. So they left for so at the Paris trouble. Josephine in Umaba pull nef again. Left for shoot me under me knee.
You chin.
Left for shoot me under me chin. So at the Paris sufferness back. Still back. Josephine get one a man where he saying what a guide man where he saying I name 5-0. Left for come inside room with cutlass. He saw this no killer. Left for take the cutlass and in chop me on my back.
It's on the back. Okay, wanna see the scars then. Wanna see her all over. Of course, I'll get for forward the video back. Outside and be the torturer. Wanna see the scars then no more.
So I dey part the sufferness. So Josephine say, "Una take along, go lock inside the store for me." So they therefore take me, they go put me inside the store. They hold me, they wap stick for me. So Josephine in particular for come inside room. He say, "Go this una killer." So they say, "We say for killer." He therefore go super me ace. He bets me ace.
Now see the ace. Okay.
He therefore bets me ace. He beats me kanda before me. Say this na beef this. So just starts by you. You know say Uda saying not Ansikari saying I say me not sabi that umari. On the way go they left for side me and lock me inside the store. So when I don't lock me inside the store, some minutes Josephine left for Toxi. Una buy for me, una cow for me the 1 gallon fuel. So they cow the 1 gallon fuel. Josephine take the fuel. He give one bobo where they call one part in bobo there. When they don't get the fuel, in bobo go claim up the open guys. Son the fuel for the motocar, then burn the motocar. So then burn and Josephine begin glad. He say this election, don't winner. So Josephine left for son. Then he see me and say, hey, so now lock the bobo now, now put the bobo now. The bobo don't see all the secret. They say this now lock killer. So they hold me, they begin wap stick for me. They wap stick for me. So I'm not able to do nothing. They wap stick for me. So Josephine left for say, I cry say, I want drink kwasa. Say when they kill me, I want drink. Josephine left for go inside and son acid pan. He say me they can't give me for drink. So one mommy there was see up from up, he come inside. He can't say Josephine compounded they beats me. If they give me the acid, I don't call them for drink. So then the mommy come out, he bats the acid. He say, "Bona no kill the bobo." He say, "I don't beat the bobo, I don't pull up junction, I don't beat sign." Say this. Now acid don't give the bobo. And when they put the acid don't so they boil now gone. So then boil as Josephine left for slap the mommy. So now pull inside the compound and pull the mommy. So some minutes Josephine send say me then go call boatsman for me. Then go call the boatsman. They can't arrange. He say me then go to me do the sea by the WhatsApp. He give the boatsman there 200,000. And they cry say and see not so me. I saw a member for God. I say because me no know but not seeing they can't suffer my life. So then goes me forgot to me by the WhatsApp. One woman they where they come out for bye money say. Now in see what they hang me like beef with stick and they hang so down they hang then shove the stick me with me hand with me leg. Then they goes me. So the woman left for can behind the pan body and Allah say una can. They say that the pan goes to the body una can. So what say do they hit me? The ace iron stone they wap for me, send sansan for me and cover me the sansan. So the woman can struggle pull me with the sansan. It puts me down, it take him body outside, it quiz and for me. When quiz the body outside, quiz and anymore. So luckily they go run back, they go cast back the other officer, they can't hold me, then they beat me, wap stop stick for me. They say you, they say it's not matter building a power. They pass anybody who want make low killer. They begin wap stick for me and take me. The other CID man back who come for chemical at the CID office, hold me, they begin beats me back, they wap stone for me back, then they do me all the back, say them go smell the pepper spray me back. I go sick now, then go to the hospital, they say for make statement, I know do not say vomit blood, they say for make statement, I know do nothing. What's they do? I did not hospital 8 days, I need drink medicine, nothing, and they take care of me. Make 9 days, they go take me back. They say I forgot. I send courts. I dey punish and never work out. Pastor they popo me. I dey vomit. Any day I dey vomit blood. Any day I dey vomit blood. I dey na station. I dey say jail. I dey vomit blood. I dey vomit blood. I never work out. Past APC members then I dey do for me inside jail. Make that they treat me. Do for me all thing. I dey say there I dey suffer. I dey say almost months. I dey suffer. So from there, the first time back for them pull we to Canada. Still, we go course back. Saturday, I did instruments. I come, me, and Sikari can do for me a great wonders where my own people and baby not able to do for me. They can do for me. Seeing what don't say for me almost years, I'm not able to do nothing. They do this operation for me, and then police and here for me. What them be they say now? Bomb I put inside there, then pull on the stitches this now, so then do that they all for me.
Okay, young man, boku thank you. Me people them, this na the ordeal, na the struggle where this young man goes through. The very first encounter with to anything I hold sacred na this world, I not ever sabi this young man. The very first day was Sabiam. Now where I go na Pademba Road, the first appearance. That ended this in left eye. It don't swell. This left eye, from that day, of course, when I see, we side and torture ram, we all side be swell panam. I read they ask who that na antikadi, they ask Kramoka about who that na antikadi. Now I go a hogam. He begin for cry. Now I promise and say, when they give him bail, I ask him for him mama. I say, mama no dey. I say, okay, when they give him bail, I go and let can do with me na host. I say, I go help him for let them do the annual operation. And I tell God, thank you. And I be one of the people that will be go take a court where they release very late at night, around 9 p.m. Some of them reside in Hamilton. We go left them inside one hillocks where the number video all over social media. For say APC people and the care go talk them. And I be one of the bobo that will go take a court with other people who will be there in Hamilton who will go left because people and the way know saying around 9 p.m. who pull them a court. That left will go left them. 1-2 days later, now we get for understand say the hillocks number they all over social media say APC they carry talks them. Well, so lie the way lie, it left to you and you God. Wait till go benefit you, now you sabi. But from this Bobo story, I want let everybody know say that hillocks. What will go with na Hamilton that net for go left people the whole bail na court. When a Hamilton people and they reside with their family, will go for go left them and then homes them. Now a day after they go for talk say hillocks go. They go dispatch talks in Hamilton. This na the ordeal where the Bobo go through. I began for Brianka na ostomy with God in your blessing. Chegno Majuba, the leader na parliament, Honorable Chegno Majuba, began for help with. Then go do this annual operation. They don't come. When I see in body compared to the time where they torture them, we tell God thank you. A day with me now, Naya, as at the top, it just one go, it's the close. Put it in or let them see there. It just one go for let them go remove the stitches then. But I don't see say if you go for go remove the stitches then say they come, then go don't plaster them. I say la just do a video for let people then get an update on this bubble because the cannibal way them be tortured and Bokuma feel say don't die. But like I can say, life na God the give. Power na God the give. We tell God thank you for this young man in life. And I strongly believe say, God gets purpose for in life. Otherwise, with all what he go through, young man as it is, look who side and butcher in foot, up till line, not well yet. Then stitch him. Look here. Now other side where they chop him. You see the scars they're all over his back. You see in ears, who side them better, put his skin. They say they'll cook him for him. You see in head na ya, who side them chop him. You see in chin, who side and chuka with nerve. Now God na him get in life. Now God na him get in life. So as I dey talk, this na the young man. He not still well yet. He dey na Osia with me. Look, scars there all over. Who side and chop him. He still dey na Osia with me.
The new direction where the country don't take, we no know how they go. Things just a triangle. 100 days in governance, so boto bata. The transition paper na roto rata. The change where the people they vote for, na boto bata. The change where the people they ask for, na roto rata. 100 days in power, na boto bata. The transition paper where they write, na roto rata. The change where the people they vote for, na boto bata. The change where the people they ask for, na roto rata.
Thank you. It's okay, no problem. Waiting room, senior room, sometimes meetings. Meetings at times. There are times when I be prayer room as well. I can use them for prayer because when I believer, I can get pastors the week in Canada. On Fridays, I get to spiritual. When I have to meet and pray. Or any sort of offense with where I would advise you, one, get them privately locked, where it will be monitored and managed. It is difficult.
Office area, the GCP,
You have to take picture everywhere. No, we don't have to be furnitures and fixtures removed. Yeah.
This is the office in law.
Call the LDC for the. This is the sitting area for the banquet, partners, donors, the meet here. And you can split the tables and do an entire lot. But that's the main dining room downstairs. When I got purpose room as well for week, the type of home. Then this the lift to upstairs. We got the idea. Many kitchens are knockers and then every side the way you are of them. In secret. So that this you can move.
Not even the camera.
While the flex around, change the arrangements when I feel while I get big groups, all I have to do is open the jar back. It is still a circle ceramics. While I closing one-to-one interaction, and there's a side door. If you open this door, you need to have to change. And that's another route. If you want there, you go upstairs, so then it cannot be all smooth and easy. You get noisy around the group there. I say, no, I know they see me. What's the pastor? There you go. Yeah, it's almost an escape route.
Ma?
You can see a lot of rubbish around. If you don't like them, just tear them down. Posters on some of them open. Yeah. So it's up to you. Whatever you like. This is an PA office. Can't I even see the size of that? That's the office. The unique thing about the office.
I want to say the PA gets a nice view. What's the view?
Nice.
No, when they look the scene no more, then you forget to get for stress.
And you just transfer from you.
Okay. Donors, partners, all over the world, Australians, as you can know, are passing the president to the America. So now we monopolize this here. I can have new office and when they hear the president of the office, and all the trust parts, except Kamalo Masi, they are working. And this is a long corridor you can use for any purpose. Still go around again. You go around again into the front. So see, looking down, you see, that's the sports box. That's why we remove them, it's back. Let's say this, what happens now, we don't do. Without the one place, that's the tennis court, yeah. And downstairs, you can create offices. And I've stored books for somebody. We get to can clear, we organize clearing. Big library. This is one of the biggest buildings. One of the biggest buildings. So we want to children take care, madam. The floor soap. You get in your bathroom, everything. Careful. Okay. You know, there I see. Sorry, let me pick you in light skin. You see the room there? No problem. Yeah,
Transition paper o na roto rata. Change where the people them vote for na roto bata. Change where the people they ask for na roto rata. 100 days in power na roto bata. Transition paper where they write na roto rata. Change where the people them vote for na roto bata. Change where the people they ask for na roto rata. 100 days in power na roto bata.
This I think IT room server. This was the main
Okay, so we go that way?
Yes, I just want to show you other facilities. Was a dining room. Because me on road, I did with the Jamadi masses. This was almost my dining room. Of the food over I want to see you, this and that. And I had this as my lounge. Because me deal with the general public. This they go, that they come, this and that. So this was my lounge. All these furniture, why I bring the car? They are state furniture because I take over 2 to 3 years for get state house for buy them. And they have been partially paid for, not even completed. So I make an effort for left community and states. Yeah, then they can show you, you will get cameraman. Because that's my approach to life. All where I had my wardrobe, where I could relax a bit. Yes, look inside. Walk-in closet. Here. Because when I learned to be so busy, but that is adaptable, you do as you like. This was my washroom. Oh, it's here. Oh, just to go on.
Alright, okay, alright.
He's going to help me fix the place. Okay, really. Okay, then.
Transition paper o na roto rata. We change where the people them vote for. Na roto bata. We change where the people they ask for. Na roto rata. 100 days in power. Na roto bata.
All presidential. This one's here. That's our bed. Grab the box of tissue by left behind. Giving
10 years of your life, right?
10 years of my life, for God has been good to me. Not up by any incident. Sometimes when my children are away, I sleep in this lodge all by myself. I don't even feel threatened because of my relationship with me and my security there. I go lay down and sleep. If na breeze blows up, I don't even have to look out of the window because I was secured. We had no problems, we no get out. If I read and say, oh, now check back, I make this ball for me. Sometimes they even come up for check, this family, no, they sleep. I didn't read them because when they are alone, I've never ever had any cause to doubt or feel insecure. So that's all this. So very the creator, the design, the works on it, all our things we are made locally, all my Anna here, the maker. Now bathroom here as well. Okay. Friday, if it opens, it's entirely up to you. Private for us and family and close friends. So if you work out tonight, it's very safe from yard to yard to all of yards. See how it is. Yes. Including all of these systems. For private riding users. So you said from bank to there. Then if you move here, when you look at here, this part of the house is just the way you can run on to use this as well. All these are the residential areas. Yeah. Because people with their hands and can do this stuff. And then there is a private toilet. No, it doesn't matter. I make it sweat all this time. Don't worry for me. Them man, they are don't dream me. Mister, I said, them will make me couple now. Me now.
And I welcome back. That video, they obviously is pretty lengthy, but obviously now a good example for how we for continue from one transition to another. We see say there's a lot of distraction and distractor, and we also find out say even people that of high position and gets fake names, them fake accounts when they use now this platform a pity now. A rather unfortunate, is sad. They also tell the individual they were in a be. It is always nice to be yourself and not be under the disguise for attack people. We see one way say put salon force. Yes, we see all your negative, excuse me language, your nasty comments them, but we are not going to pay you no mind. And again, the big people that were in a prestige position or we hold big names them, we don't they know some of in a fake page, some of which, one of which way for your shame and your respect and will call, where he even used bad word cost me now so one time. It's sad, but it's not going to discourage we. We're going to speak truth to power. Having said that, there's a lot of other things that we'll need for discuss, and people that don't ask for now, go ahead and take off, put Salon Force out of here, and they go ahead and give you another chance. But if you decide not to respect yourself, you not even believe in yourself that you can disguise you can all take off the mask and be yourself, then obviously you're not even worth with time. And we will continue for block people like you, and you will continue for make multiple fake pages them. Yeah. But if you respect yourself, you mean good for Sierra Leone, take the mask off and discuss things in a matured and respectful manner. We welcome here, like this platform is designed for all Sierra Leoneans, but not for the one that way they look at things on a partisan lens. Yeah. So having said that, I know say many Sierra Leoneans believe them, say how the state house been left unkept and X, Y, and Z, but we see how it's supposed to be done. Peaceful, respectful manner. Try for show the new first lady in ways around what if for expect how Ingo wants in on place, and the list goes on. But like I say, I cut and short because for now we continue on. Yeah. Having said that, I want to take this opportunity for welcome two of the panelists them. One Dana Flyer, another one are the beautiful Miss Elizabeth. I want to talk about things them way alarming things them having to do with infant mortality rates in Sierra Leone and how we can save women and children. We also want to talk about negligence. We also want to talk about malpractice, and the list goes on. With that said, I pause, make I bring the wonderful panelists them here. I want to start with Mr. Balamasi. You go correct me. I'm sorry. This gentleman, when I make an introduce you, then I go add from there. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Madam Khadija. Nina Balansa Majane, a nurse from Sierra Leone, currently being an Indian at the pursuing medical studies. I studied physiotherapy. Thank you, viewers. Now, welcome to the platform. I'm a pleasure for always being part of this. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Yes, thank you so much. Me and Mr. Balamasi. Now we can do the educational session and at this platform, even though we'll get some other folks them as well. So one of which we don't do some research, and he's always a great team where we work together. I believe Saint will share some of his knowledge and in make, and then Miss Elizabeth Tuna, another wonderful citizen of the wonderful Republic of Sierra Leone, where we can enjoy it, they keep we informed, and they make we laugh, where we all know now as the Moses of Mr. Kalon. The beautiful Miss Elizabeth, come on in and introduce yourself, darling. Welcome. Check your device, honey. I think it's on mute. Sorry. Good.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Good evening, my family. Some of Nano say una sabi me, and I believe say I was a guest in this platform, but I know say I not new again to this platform. So I agree tonight in the name of God, and I'm glad you for come back now. Yeah, I believe say maybe some follower they go down the leg for see me. Me beautiful face at this platform, so I'm glad for me back now. Yeah, me now a born Sierra Leonean, pure Sierra Leonean. That's no mix for me. Me now Elizabeth V. Kamara. I live in New York City. I live one of the borough when I the Bronx. So I'm glad you for joining again. I hope say we will able to learn something meaningful and better before the end of this talk show. Thank you all.
Yes. Welcome. Always a blessing to have you both. And I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule for now we come and sit down and talk about things where they affect our country. One of which now where I want to bring at the table, we'll go do side by side and little by little until we land to the last topic we discussed today. Now we start first with infant mortality, and we'll also use some of the term there to we local franca, so that way the least person Congo markets, Dove Court, Dirty Water. go understand the message all they try for give today. Infant mortality, for lack of better term, no, just say picking them way basically then they deliver from a baby to up to 2 years. If I'm mistake, please, Mr. Badamasi, you can add or reduce or correct me. Yeah, so it can be a lot of things the way they cause that for that arranged it. Not pause as a matter of fact, not bring you in. Now you give your own take or add more to that. Come on in, Mr. Badamasi.
Thank you very much.
Balamasa.
Just like we say, being a balance sama jane.
Balansama, sorry.
Balance sama.
Mr. Jane. I rather, you know what's in, and I go with Mr. Jane. I think I'm safe with Jane.
No problem.
Yes.
I know it's okay. Thank you very much. Just like you don't introduce a topic, I always be happy for give me your health background discussion on this platform, which I know say plenty people will benefit from. Just like what you say, this is a global phenomenon. Let me say that a thing where they affect the whole world, what we call like we don't introduce the topic. So in that topic, basically as you say, infant mortality, infant mean from 1 year to 4 years to age. So now in infancy, something is in 2 years, but from 1 to 4 years of age, or from 0 to 4 years, now in infancy. So now in early childhood.
Okay, once sorry, so beyond sorry, Mr. Jane, beyond 2 years, you not go consider as toddler.
Yes, you can consider as toddler.
Okay, okay.
That's
So
the categories them when you put up.
exactly.
But if you say early childhood, when an infant mortality, we can take them from 0 to 4 years, or we can limit them to 2 years, just like what you said earlier.
Okay.
So in that sense, as I say, a global challenge will affect the whole world. Even in India and outside the presently, we all know how the health system very strong, but still it gets some challenges today, not considering Sierra Leone to be specific. So just like we don't introduce, we get the topic we discuss on when I save the child and save the mother. So in that topic, as we go further, people will know we own roles and responsibilities, the government roles and responsibility, and the individual and the mother himself in roles and responsibility, what you for do, I for prevent yourself as pregnant woman, say until you deliver, say until you be a lactating mother. So we will discuss them further as we go along.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. I want to Miss Elizabeth come in. As you don't hear it already, we dey try for see how we go able for contribute by we always how we know how in terms through education and these seminar, if you want to call them, through we online wherein we go able for talk about these things and way they affect we country. I get a lot of complaints from Sierra Leoneans them and Sierra Leoneans them forwarding things to me of how people then they suffer. Mommy then they go born, then either the pikin then die or two die. We get a recent issue having to do with picking the wedding day na incubator. We want also give the detail of the incubator for now the least person gonna know wherein then wedding premature, then they put another incubator, then they find them able for strong enough the lungs and all that before they take them out. Unfortunately, we don't hear that complaint they wearing. They say because of energy, we'll say the lights will lights go off, then they say then get a back off generator, but some they claim say the generator they but they work, some they say fuel not been there. So when we talk about a government where they work and for the people, democracy for the people, by the people, this has not to politics. Well, therefore, I like everything for the people to understand. These are all part of the responsibility of either the Minister of Energy and then of Ministry of Health too. All that we want to talk about. Waiting themselves go do for them go able for save them picking their so for no history not go repeat itself. I want you come in, Miss Elizabeth. Now you give your take on that. Come on in, madam.
In this situation, I believe say it gets a lot to do with we government, government of Sierra Leone and government of the day. Because I would say that the whole 99% of every situation, especially when it comes to health. Because here, I can see too. And I believe say if the government begin to do put some policy where again, because what you may think, I know say most of these doctors they left for go up in the clinic, get their own private, So sometimes they might not even focus on the I call it government hospital. So you will not get money. Now problem for you. Either you die or something else will happen to you. So I mean, the big government make them do everything it take so that the death rates from belle woman to small pikin make it go down. The government get a lot for do within this situation.
Well stated, madam. Thank you so much. You want to add anything else?
I will stop there for now.
No problem. I also want to remind you that we go also talk about statutory rape or penetration as they call it in a salon. All this we talk about simultaneously. No, come back, Mr. Janet. Come on in there, you add to waiting we just left off, sir.
Yes, Sister Elizabeth don't say government role a major in this of the discussion today because the government gets key roles and responsibilities and in policy making for every country. So the government of the day, we all know say they try their best. The past government launched the free healthcare service where they target the infants or the let me say the child, lactating mother and pregnant women. So in that case, as we talk on this topic today, when an infant mortality, that they tell you say the amount of picking them when they die from childbirth on to 4 or 5 years, then an infant mortality on to 3 years. For more than born down to 2 years, the amount of picking them when they die. So in this case, just like Madam Elizabeth does say, the government in no way they play. One, the government therefore do adequate training to personnel wherein every personnel therefore make sure say you train so that they put you in charge of a specific health facility. Then also the government responsible for supply medical equipment. So for every hospital, every PHU, peripheral health unit or health center, the government is responsibility now for supply medical equipment there to their centers in there. Then the government is responsible for do supervision. So in a supervision aspect, we get what we call primary health care or DHM team, then they go supervise the PHUs then. The hospitals get a supervisor then. So in this organogram, or in this hierarchy, the government is key responsibility that we can provide training for make sure the people are trained before they employ them, or make sure they give the necessary equipment them where they need, or make sure they supervise for city. Within everything they do on the right way. So basically, as we go along, we explain in details how the government is responsible in the area and how we the individual are responsible and how we the health workers are responsible again. I will explain it.
Excellent. I think say you talk about few things that were vital to this topic. Now we narrow them down. Some of which you emphasize on you make a point on equipment, right? So now we talk about some equipment where we will say now a necessity for save lives. You know, in then country there are so a woman in the go born, you can always get oxygen because sometimes they where the woman they born, sometimes the oxygen level they drop. So sometimes they can give the oxygen to the mommy, so that way go get sufficient oxygen not only for himself but for that unborn child. So that could be one suggestion we will bring can to the table, correct? And then also we want to talk about another equipment where obviously a critical now a backup generator, not only a backup generator but a generator where ready for work where it be say not only standing there but also gets enough or sufficient fuel so that way it can be say as lights they go off that generator they kick off as well. I just want bring those two first and not just be only me. What thing will be your suggestion, Madam Elizabeth? Some of the equipment what you believe say is so many things, but I just want to bring one. I will two first to the table, then I will come back and add more. Come on in. What thing are you take?
Well, there's one thing when me able to testify on me own side where na me a good person. I don't get somebody where die na I don't call her 34. And there was a time where then a lack for get oxygen. Is that the oxygen the one in the tank?
Yeah, 9. Well, see, yes. Coincidentally, what I just mentioned. Okay, yes. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead. That one, and from when we come this country, I don't think say somebody ever go hospital in lack of denting in there. So that means that's why it don't happen when part of my own family, you understand? Where I feel so bad for me even lack something like a dandy. Coming to dandy, then prescribe medication. Waka waka the whole pharmacy. That other hospital, I said, I let them will get I call them church run, the other hospital. So how people are not going to die? You go don't get the money, you go begin look for ordinary medication that they even get her. So like I say, government gets a big role for doing now we health area. With people and then they suffer. See what not do for killing us alone. It they kill you. Ordinary insulin, if you are a diabetic person, if you don't get her, they die. Little thing. When here, you call 911. You go there inside that ambulance there, then they take care of you till they reach you to the end. So it's so sad the way I don't see things don't happen. Show me young good people when are part of me young family. Self. And as for lights, for mommy there's salon, I don't say like no they 24 hours. The only time I can testify where lights there was May 25 when the rebel and kind of salon 1997. So I still ask myself, the government was like acting was not in a normal situation. We don't mean they get lights 24/7. The rebel take over and there was light 24/7. I still ask that question, how comes? You know, how comes lights be there 24/7? So if lights not there, it's a problem. Somebody want go do operation or anything. You want get if not the other oxygen way not from the tank. Because me and you don't go hospital, they see how they oxygen there sometimes in the hospital. So that is
Okay. So.
Sorry,
Okay, no problem. Go ahead. Continue, madam.
So me the big papa government. First thing, light. Not like you said, not even a backup generator. There should be a generator all the time. Because without no lights, now big disaster. Now beaucoup dead body they come out at the end of the day. After that day, like you say, anything where you don't bring a leader, you don't bring somebody where they supervise every little thing. Because I don't see somebody where come out alone. Where something here we go they call them CNA, okay? The thing that where they allow them for do for even make for like the circumcised speaking. When that girl they tell me, I said, what? America, who not go do that day? It's not possible. It's not possible. It's just there in a lower standard. So Bokutin and day when another give their supervision, Bokutin where somebody they go do, would I not know he go go kill it for nothing. He never kill it. Not because he want for killing, not even get an idea. I don't know what they go do. They end up for go kill him. Why? Maybe not get somebody with the supervisor for do the right thing at the right time. So all anything that the government get for look to the thing and
So that's a great one, Miss Elizabeth. So then they go fall under malpractice. So basically giving people role where really they're not even going to school for or where they're not really well equipped for do. The other thing I want to suggest before I bring Mr. Janet, very, very important, one of the complaint we done the area, now bed for them mommy they are so pregnant, women or whatever, the young adults or adults, then where they go born. Unfortunately, they say then they even then a cardboard now under cellar, now cottage day, now grown, then they lay down, say them born. It rather unfortunate. Yes. So come on in, Mr. Janet. Waiting at some of the suggestion. We don't get generator, we don't get oxygen, we don't get the bed, with all this not part of the equipment. What's in yourself you take some of the suggestions?
Yes, thank you very much. Just like we don't outline, that's not a life-saving equipment there. But let's go consider a normal functioning health facility, electricity, water supply before always stay in place. Because without water and electricity, things need to go on well. So just like I don't say, I think the past government or neither the where they introduced the free health care, they also introduced an initiative in Salon where they call PBF. That means performance-based finance. So they will give them performance-based finance to different health facilities or hospitals, them or PHU, where in every hospital where they do very well. At the end of the day, the government they assess or they send a supervisor of them, where they assess and rate them work where they do. From there, they give them extra money for long they will run the facility more. So just like we suggest, generator when a backup generator. Of course, we don't expect electricity in all of them PHUs and Sierra Leone. Even within most of the cities, then we get a challenge of electricity. So we don't expect for electricity now, but just like we suggest that will be the government priority. the government focus. Wherein we dey expect say many PHUs or all PHUs across the country to get solar energy. Solar energy it able to sustain a lot of equipment then within the health facility. So if you never get generator, you get solar, then you get the backup generator. So many health centers they may get generator out of that PBF when a performance-based financing, they will buy the generator, they put themselves and keep them wherein they not say in the society. So in terms of oxygen, we get various types of oxygen. We get oxygen cylinder, we get the oxygen concentrator. The oxygen cylinder, you use the gas where you just they connect. It is readily available all time when at the gas then they just they fill in the gas bottle and an oxygen cylinder. So that's again to be subsidized, is being provided in various PHUs there. So in them PHUs then they will get an oxygen cylinder then they can to save a lot of life because the first contact within the community in the PHU, in the peripheral health unit or the peripheral center. So when a patient don't contact the, if they did not say call the case they above them, they can refer the condition. So as we say, we get a system where the Ministry of Health put in place, and every country gets a referral policy and get a system where they follow. But we know the health system very, very challenging in Africa, especially Sierra Leone. So we advocate for say a change. We talk for no reason. Everybody gets a part for play, just like we are saying. We the health workers get impact for play, the patients then get impact for play, government gets impact for play. So it cuts across every sector.
Well stated, sir. Well stated, sir. Another thing where we not forget to for keep in mind. In our patience, me 1 second. No, take a quick break at the camera right back.
We have come to the end of a long journey. The American people have spoken, and they have spoken clearly. A little while ago, I had the honor of calling Senator Barack Obama to congratulate him, to congratulate him on being elected the next president of the country that we both love. In a contest as long and difficult as this campaign has been, his success alone commands my respect for his ability and perseverance. But that he managed to do so by inspiring the hopes of so many millions of Americans who had once wrongly believed that they had little at stake or little influence in the election of an American president is something I deeply admire and commend him for achieving. This is an historic election.
All right, so we are back. Oh, sorry about that. Begin for take a quick break. The other thing we talk about is where a lot of people that are lost in life. I don't even get family member. They don't born safely. Then unfortunately, this thing they been just need this unfortunate thing. Then they not been get in time where it die. Now blood. Some of the woman then obviously working born on 10 day we can need like a blood transfusion. I want to we talk about a safe way where we can get blood transfusion because I believe say like then country then also way a woman before even you they go born while you they go for you prenatal care they don't already know your blood type whether you're not O positive, the universal donor, A positive, B positive, just to name some. So then in a like a way where it be say at least you go down in a chat should in case that woman they need an emergency blood transfusion, then of course they don't already know the in blood type they go then at the blood bank and all that. We want to talk about if salon gets a blood bank. You understand? Because example wherein the person go down born a salon from what they from here, then they go say go buy blood, bring and come back before they can do blood transfusion. Again, the malpractice come in the place wherein if they give the wrong blood, it can cause, of course, death. So all done, they know we talk about that. Miss Elizabeth, you get anything where you want to add to that before I bring back Mr. Janet? Come on in, madam.
Yes, I don't get a nephew where me get sickle cell. He died a couple of years back. And I know say most of the time when he's sick, they can't go hospital. Then they say, oh, for buy blood. Then blood in their bag, I think there's a lot where they go through where I don't know I call her. I don't want to go draw blood. But it's like I said, that blood if they take her from one person to another, it's like I don't know if they get for go through like a process where they get for filter their blood and they before they go pass am to another person where they go buy am. So I think say there's a process where they go, where they do where no right. Because if they begin to take blood from some certain amount, some certain people that way go get something like disease or some kind of problem, and then they go put it to another person, some sickness where you don't get, through for just transfer blood from one person to another, sickness where you don't get, it end up for go get am. So I don't get a nephew, where we they go, where we they take blood fast, and some stuff then where you know be supposed forget. He end up for some kind of sickness where you're not supposed to forget. He end up forget and through that blood transfer day. So that other thing, that other side back now, other side where I don't know, salon in general, we get a long way to go, a long way. You know, for like ordinary gloves where you see like it come on here. That's another very important thing because look, I get people the way they say the medical fee, where don't they go salon, then they go corner, then they check everywhere. Some news they want can give me a heartbroken. Some stuff where they look at is common. But because when you look ordinary gloves, somebody don't tell me, say, Elizabeth, just imagine somebody not get gloves. He said, and also people in the work, and then they give them money. He said they own money. He said some of the good one and they own money, and then they take back, go buy equipment, some, you know, effectiveness, for example, like gloves, when a simple thing. But at the same time, it's very, very important. Because when you wear gloves, now that give you the confidence for go put your padoti. See where you feel say no, this okay, not comfortable. So they say like it come on, but it's very important. Ordinary gloves, so.
Excellent, madam. Excellent. So, like I stated earlier, now great point. First and foremost, the first step is for make sure say, because usually then when they go donate blood, they want to make sure say you free from all type of disease. As in the example where you give, somebody gets a major disease, then you go donate, then they accept the blood. So that's where the first malpractice come in place. Then so then in a one thing we'll go question how then they do them. For the one they will donate, I get a friend where he say he can donate and gets the card. He say he can just go donate, but they can check. I don't know how they check. That I can speak on. Maybe Mr. Janego educates us on that one. Then like I say, now then consider so at least you don't already know in advance doing you pregnancy that already before as soon as you go the first time when they go don't find out so you don't pregnant, they'd already find out what's in a blood type. Should in case X, Y, and Z, So I want to come back in on that, Mr. Jane, before we add some more to it. In terms of this blood transfusion, what are you take on that? Or what are you knowledge we get in terms of Sierra Leone?
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We get what we call anemia, when a great challenge for picking them and even elderly people, just like way Madam Elizabeth mentioned. A lot of people suffer from blood transfusion, wherein some people will die because of as a result of transfusing the wrong blood, just like another outline. But basically, we get what we call blood bank. In many district headquarters in Sierra Leone, we get blood bank in every government hospital. A facility the government don't create. But we get a lot of challenge towards that. People need to go to hospital for go even know in blood grouping. Wherein sometimes if you get good rapport with the lab technician and they can just do and tell you that this blood group is but we need to get that often as Sierra Leone, although we know which our blood group. So as a challenge of that, when somebody is sick, it will take a time for the way we do the screening or check the blood group, wherein we get into what we call antigen antibody reaction, then we get into what we call the rhesus factor. The rhesus factors will show you whether you are A negative or B negative or O negative or O positive. So when you don't show them differences today, whenever you get a scenario for blood transfusion, then we're able to know exactly the type of blood that they give. But people need to do as I say. Like me, before I left Sierra Leone, me and a voluntary blood donor. I've been a donate from Kabbalah Hospital, then from there, Makini Government Hospital. I can just donate and put an at the bank. Wherein anybody need an emergency, especially for the pediatric ward, because they are the most vulnerable category. So when people need that, they can just take and they give. So I don't ever sell my own blood, and I donate more than 10 times before ever I travel to Ghana, India. So just the way Madam Elizabeth said, they can say when I buy blood because wherein if somebody go admit to our hospital, they not tell you say come with donors. The donors already carry it. If they're not compatible to that person you see, they're not going to take the blood from her. So that are some of the resistance when they make. We also call compatibility, wherein the person when you go give the blood for, so they're not in the same blood group. So if they take that blood and give that person it affects them straight up. The condition, the change, they get a blood transfusion reaction. So as a result of that, we get the challenges and the. But if people will not know the blood group earlier, then any family member is ready to donate and give blood to that person. They are facing a great help. Let me say in the health delivery services, the government gets a role for play. We the health workers then we get to role, then the patients then get a role. Some patients relative they tell you say me the religion they tell me I'm not going to give blood out. We get any type of religions and day. So that I don't know. You the try to save life. Not so you give yourself that blood now, God give you out of free gift. So if somebody they die and you tell you say that this in need, why you not go donate your blood for that person? So we get the challenges and then as Sierra Leone. The awareness no be too much. So we need to create more of the awareness, just like what we do now. We discuss on them platform here, we hope and pray that it reach to the wider community so people will understand. Because when you get the willingness, you go to our hospital, I can't focus on the blood group. You don't know also, okay, me are being positive, me are A negative. And A negative or another O negative, now a very difficult blood that the heart forget. So we are if somebody sick, you know, just take all kind of blood and give. They just for do them cross matching and they. So when they do the cross matching, they know say yes, this is match with this person before ever they take for care. So that's the scenario there. I know they say malpractice they happen in lot in the health sector. We will tell you say buy blood because if you don't active for with donor, you don't even get donor. So they can get standby donors the way they can call, whether standby donors they come, so man can request for money, then get the money before everybody will take the blood from that person. So to me on knowledge for the past 12 years where I at the Ministry of Health from 2008, that's the mere experience, but it happened wherein we the community people get a role for play, the health workers get a role for play, and the government gets a role for play.
Excellent, Mr. Janet. Excellent. So now we talk a little bit about for now we're going to educate the audience a little bit again. We talk about the knowing your blood type. Now we also obviously from what you talk, it sounds like you're not O positive, right, Mr. Janet?
Unfortunately, we are A negative.
Okay, wonderful.
It's
Okay,
very
fine.
difficult group
Okay.
that A negative
Okay.
is very difficult to forget.
Yes. Okay. So the reason why I asked because O positive now and they call the universal donor. So people like myself, we can donate to any blood, any people, any blood type, then they're able to receive. But when are O positive, you can only get a blood from somebody when are O positive. So from what Mr. Janet they say, if God forbids, then can say this malpractice don't take a lot na salon. If somebody then go mistake a wrong blood, of course it can cause the adverse effect where it be say the person can lose in life. So then they all that thing way obviously the healthcare system get for improving in terms of because even though you tell with this now, like I say one of my cousin unfortunately don't lost in life that way where they say it born at the place. Then they say that they go buy blood. By the time when they come back, they don't die. So now, if they obviously decide what the mommy them they go born, then for don't get all anything and they ready, they don't make sure say they don't know them blood type so that way is they will be able to save more lives than trying to run around the place. How you call them? So I don't know if you want to add to that, Miss Elizabeth, before we go to the next in terms of the blood. Are you okay with that?
No, I can add small down there, but
Sure.
it's a message they go I will give to Miss Salon brother and Miss Salon sister there. The challenges of donating blood, donate even your body parts. It's even in America, yeah. When I way they go na motor people. Sometimes you guys are away, somebody they go check, they say, oh no, I don't go change their bag. You know, like they say, okay, if in case you die, they go take this body part. You know, like when they donate any part of your body. You get some people there, they look and say, oh no, if I die, I not let person get me heart or any part of your body. So when they go back to motor people say, oh no, they go change them back. It dey happen in America. It's a challenge. So I know we're talking about Africa. So me, they make me, when I my sister, the way they salon, where say you don't eat healthy. Because make sure first you are healthy. Oh, don't go donate no more because you want for donate. Make sure you are healthy too. Go na any blood bank in the salon, go donate your blood. At least you will save life. If you want for sell and try for make in a little cheap money so that you go buy back something like drink. And if you want give for God and name again, it's fine. God will bless you. Because blood naturally everybody need all over the world. Africa they need that. USA would they have back. They always. Yeah, they see all the time Red Cross would say. I think with this corona self, all that they make some man they come on and do for even go donate blood. There's a go there then they cry. When they see it on TV. So me they just they plead to the salon people they waited in that country. Now. Make them use this opportunity. Go begin to donate blood. Now the blood bank. Because I know say they get it. Trust me. It's very, very important because you never know. And then also like what you me what I say, if people then go begin to find out what's not their blood type, it will be very, very easy for the doctor, the nurse, whoever you go meet. Because the more idea you get, the easier everything. Because then I can always say you the patient, you don't yourself pass the doctor. What you tell the doctor, now they follow. So you better let you know yourself. The doctor not going for know 100%. In a what you go tell how you express yourself now. So in they take them from there. So you go better with the patient and begin to do your homework. Then one go the doctor then go feel like we teacher. By the time we go now, it go be easy for like correct we homework. But if we not do one, it go be a problem. So now me last word and day.
Nice one. Okay, so I want to come back again and touch on some of the so one thing where Mr. Janem mentioned as well, due to religious reasons, some people they're not keen take donated blood. I seen the example of Jehovah Witness. Those are one of the people where they take blood transfusion. And then in terms of Miss Elizabeth, you want to talk about donors them where they can say, God forbid if somebody die, are you going to be a donor in terms of your organs them? Sometimes again some religion they say, maybe Islam will say you are not supposed to remove from those body parts how you cannot so if go basically. So all that have to do with religious take and give and all that. The other thing where I want to cross to now, where I believe say we forget sufficient of in terms of if woman in the born or something then they get to go through surgery, you get them surgery gown, you get the gloves, you get the mask. They also they use what they call aseptic technique, where basically then get the doctors then get for wash their hand a special way, then go get somebody in the surgical room where go help them for put them gloves in that way, wearing their hand not go even touch outside of the gloves. All these are all trainings them, some of we were unfortunate for getting training in there where it be say a critical, where it be say it will prevent the cross contamination, the malpractice. Somebody go for minor procedure, you don't already say that person they know make them. Unfortunately, these are all necessary steps them way I believe say we continue for make sure say periodically, whether it's 3 months 6 months, then get to like a seminar or training or whatever the case may be, whatever it's even is online. But I believe say all that they can help the doctors them, the nurse them for not able for become good at what they do and able for save more lives. So now we talk about some of the I call what we go say PPE, personal protective equipment, if I'm not mistaken. If that's the correct word, Mr. Janet, please correct me. Where it be say it will be helpful in terms of with medical personnel them for that and go able for execute their assigned duty and save life appropriately. Come on in, sir.
Yes, you are very correct. PPEs mean personal protective equipment. Now, equipment demo we use for prevent we serve as a health worker and for present the patient themselves and for present what we call hospital-acquired infection or nosocomial infection. So you, the medical practitioner, if you're always conscious of using the PPE, because using your PPE, you are preventing yourself. You dey save yourself from plenty disease them when patient in the crowd is your health facility. So the government's responsibility and for make sure say we get adequate PPEs when our personal protective equipment then our health facility. Sometimes we get this challenge. A lot of things that happen wherein we don't get enough supply. So you the health worker you have to read. Just like one again example earlier. Some facilities then they recycle a glove, wherein they wear one glove, they use them for 1, 2, or 3 patients, which is not done, it's not ideal. One pairs of glove, ideally for example, a specific procedure. After that procedure, then you can go remove them, then you wash your hands with soap and water before ever you touch another patient. Because some patients can come with some condition at hospital, maybe not just malaria. But before the patient is discharged, they don't develop other conditions within that health facility. So now we call nosocomial infection. Now infection really acquire within the hospital setting, within the health facility. So we the health workers are preparing function. Or sometimes we the health workers can be healthy. But because of observing aseptic technique, observe all your IPC protocols, you can get infected from one patient and give yourself. So you, the health worker, you safety first. You will always put your safety first and make sure say you carry out your duty responsibly. Just like one adult say, I say the government responsibility earlier now, give adequate training. And that adequate training and they are said to go on within health facility, wherein they get what we call in-house training every month or every week or every year. They get a session with the conduct for various departments there. Some hospitals are going to call debriefing. Every Friday or every Monday they meet in a conference hall, they brief themselves on what they go on within the hospital setting. So wherein they notice any lapses, they were able to address them earlier. So that's what they happen at many health facilities. Wherein we the health workers they will always be knowledgeable of current trends of which they happen and for them always stay in this area. So PPEs involve gloves, we get masks, we get what we call this apron, wherein you get a plastic apron or other apron where they wear. Then we get it in, you can see people the dress for this corona, then they wear a full overall, so they part of the PPEs. So even wear a boots wherein they cover every part of you, then you go close. So then thing that then the PPEs them way necessary enough for going without to touch any infectious skin. So before you touch any infectious skin, make sure say you're well protected, you put on your PPEs before you go on.
Excellent, Mr. Janet. If I can add to that, we don't talk about that soon at this platform before about nosocomial infection, where they try for educate or elaborate on a little bit further. Nosocomial infection, like Mr. Janet saying, as something where it be say come out now also it. So say you go for a procedure, you go with for say maybe then just they go remove a cyst. Sometimes that nurse where they can take care of you or that doctor, they don't do anything what they call cross contamination. Sometimes use the glove by Mr. Janet, then he come he use that same gloves again by Miss Elizabeth, exchange, change them, what's some. Sometimes maybe Mr. Janet gets something when Miss Elizabeth not necessarily gets. Just an example. Then obviously the cross contamination don't come in place. You don't can give Miss Elizabeth that cyst now for heal within 2 days. It don't come get worse. You understand me? You don't can transfer disease way. Sometimes you're not even aware saying that you transfer. You understand me? So these are all part of the nosocomial infection where it be say you not necessarily come out with an host, but while you're then at the hospital they trying for get medical care, you go unfortunate they go take them. So how will they minimize them? Now through healthy performance as a nurse, as an assistant nurse, as a doctor, anybody within the healthcare as a where they serve as a healthcare personnel. And like how Mr. Janet say again, obviously good practice in terms of these things. When they do surgery, if you use your gown, and use that same gown they for come out from one hospital bed to another. In other words, from one patient to another. I believe so. We don't share another video here as well at some point where we will see how cross contamination can come in place. I don't know if you want to add anything again, Miss Elizabeth, in regards to that before we go into the next topic. Come on in.
Yes. If I can remember, not ever admit na salon. I don't say where maybe I'm in the baby or but here commode. I not ever like admit na hospital inside salon. So I don't know where it's like where somebody go admit you, then they get a gown like where American hospital day where you go, they take you street clothes and then get hospital gown. Because what you me know about America again, for example, if me come on a house now, I won't visit anybody, I like my family member. The rule is you're not supposed to sit down now the patient in bed. Because that street close, you gonna get something where something you don't go put that bed where you don't go meet, So if you watch, I don't know about salon, no, like I say, I don't ever admit a salon hospital. To tell you the truth. I don't know. You will no confirm down there. Inside America, I go hospital now, they go take the street clothes, put on aside, I went hospital gown. All that day they try for reduce the contamination of all the alpha bacteria. And then also, good hospital, most time you get people away, they clean. Get everything, they spray, wipe. Before they admit you, they go don't wait that place, they make them fine, spray everywhere. And as the patient they come up back, people then deal with it all that day. I don't know how salon they go to.
Great
That
one.
are not dedicated. I don't know.
Great one. This the
So
point.
which yeah, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
If I be somebody in a salon today, this message I will give to me first lady because God don't give this God only make I first lady this position where he gets so he able use it's a big platform where he able step for educate everybody. I can always say if me get power in that country today, there's one thing what me go do. I go make sure say I get this blood pressure machine and then the machine where they use for test sugar. Me look and say every human being forget another Africa because some people they get sugar problem, they know. Some people their blood pressure they go up, they know no awareness. So if I was the first lady in that country, not only for go keep part them to school picking there, this is one thing where I go one lady where educate people they one by one, find way how you go spread the message by how do you call blood pressure machine. Make sure say distribute them to people there. Educate them how for they check them pressure. Educate them how they go they check them sugar. Because sometimes by the time they get awareness, he or she is dead. So these are all very important the way I go one the way then na the higher platform for make them go they educate people there and give them the opportunity if they get money buy there and distribute them. That me your advice that.
Well stated, madam. So some of the example where you make like where you go you then America, yeah, you go hospital where you come, then they give you a hospital gown, which is true, and you give example waiting me go refer to like a microbacterial or microorganism, you understand wearing, you know they necessarily see them by you, but maybe then close them this so you don't go sit down different places then. So obviously they want pull you for that thing, put you by hospital gown and get you ready for treatment. And indeed, Daniel Landwin outside what he really suggests the other things then where they talk about glucose machine where it be say for the one they win a diabetes patient or if even somebody come in, but usually American also they can either do like the quick one or then they can do and through the blood. You understand me? So all that day, some people they can die of for funny things. Sometimes we been get one case where we been doing at this platform with the young man now if diabetes patient they want put under the category of a corona patient who unfortunately go to the hospital, they not do all the necessary triage for them they know say this. So that nigga again are important in the triage wherein they will go first as soon as you go they say okay you know Elizabeth Conte, you know Elizabeth Kamara, what in are you history, then from there now they will say okay we're not run then test their first, now we see what bring this man, or if Nayaso then we'll say okay if he gets certain symptoms then we'll say okay we're not run by sugar in sugar level no see. So some people then can just get malpractice wherein something we might be minor then unfortunately die. Then again like I say the blood pressure machine too I believe say every facility for get them and then also another suggestion maybe that they for make them available to all the nurses then wherein they forget a step I can't even call the name. Mr. Jane, you go help me with that so I get a tongue twist where
stethoscope.
Yes. And
yeah,
that stethoscope, yeah. And then also we for also get like an alcohol wipes them because you know when you use one from one patient, you not clean them, you go back again, you put onto the next one, all done in a part of cross contamination. Mr. Janet, come on in and elaborate further on that. Come on in, sir.
Yes, just like I say, Some areas, or mostly most areas, are deprived or they are constrained of medical supplies. Just like when Mr. Dongi a suggestion, yes, it's very correct. Different people that can come on board, NGOs that can come on board, organizations that can come on board, the president can bring on, wherein some health centers them, also even hospitals them, they're short of plenty medical equipment. Just like what you say, early detection of every medical condition na a gateway or na a big way for being able to handle that problem. But if a patient don sit down at the post for long time, you no able detect say you get hypertension, you no able discover say you get diabetes, then you go to hospital now, maybe when you know hypertension don go above which are enough for it. Then the one for the medical team, they play a magic for rescue, and it's very difficult. Even in the advanced world here, it's very difficult. So what you only can help is that constant monitoring. And how you go monitor and how you get the equipment there. So the equipment that are available, the person they know how to check themselves, say, okay, I need to check the blood sugar, I got to check the blood pressure. So you do not know, say, this can be baseline. If you go above this, I will rush for 1 hour to the hospital to intervene earlier. But if the equipment no day, or people don't go afford that, it's very challenging. But as I can say, that blood pressure machine a day, some can cost 100,000 as a year, some can cost 200,000. So you the individual again, you get a role for play. So like I talked earlier, everybody gets a role for play in your health. Where if you don't know the provider for you, you see say it's necessary for you and your family to get an house, you can buy. You can go to any pharmacy, I want blood pressure machine, you get 100,000, some 120. Then they give you get an house. You must get nurse around you or a health worker around you who know how to do it, who will teach you how to do it. So we again get a role for play in the health system. In advanced world, we get what we call medical deal or medical payment wey government dey take for certain things. But even in India now, plenty people they pay the medical bills by themselves. The government no go take care of everybody because India is the world's second largest populated country. So just like Sierra Leone, you no go expect the government to take the health care of everybody and make them give a category of under 5 children, lactating mother and pregnant women. So you as an adult, you don't get to say this pay 100,000 or 120 for get your blood pressure machine at home. Yes, anybody on man not trained for monitor your blood pressure. But as I say, you must get family when a health worker, you must get friend when a health worker. They will teach you how to do it when somebody will monitor at home. So for your health and for your family health, we can go extra mile and get an away. Also, what is very important, we are able to detect things earlier and go early to hospital. When you go early to hospital, the hospital will intervene on the condition easy.
Well stated, sir. So I want to play some of the video of the then First Lady in effort towards healthcare, and then from there, when they come back, then we land to the rape side of the of what they go through na salon, and then I go also play some interview that we don't do in the past, or some I call them. When they come right back, now just start with the video first with the First Lady. Now, thank you.
Nyama Kuroma, First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and advocates on reproductive, sexual health, and educational needs. Mark More Than a Mother campaign is very instrumental at a time like this, simply because it raises awareness on infertility. It has a strong focus on training, education, and bringing the subject to the open. Infertility or childlessness in general is very heartbreaking because in a developing country, people have cultural norms attached to infertility. There are cases where people are accused of witchcraft, they are ostracized, they are ashamed to come to the public, they are discriminated against. It is a terrible thing, and most of the men think it is the woman's fault. So infertility or fertility must be brought to book. People must understand what it is all about and know that it is not the fault of the woman. As an advocate on reproductive sexual health issues, I have a strong relationship with my people in the rural areas where the problem is. We have a strategy of having multiple partners on board: community leaders, traditional leaders, medias, educationists, doctors and nurses, and then roll out to provincial districts. The paramount chiefs are very important in the rural areas. They have been my podium. Religious leaders are also important because in Sierra Leone one is affiliated to one religion or the other. They use their podiums to explain what infertility is all about and if women can be treated and the support needed so it can be done effectively. As an ambassador of MAC More Than a Mother, there is a need for this campaign. We are losing a lot of women because they are ostracized, they are ashamed, they are stigmatized. In fact, some are being beaten up by their husbands. There's a lot of violence going on in this area. And these women, if supported and empowered, can be useful members of their communities. So there is no reason why we should lose out on these women. I support the MAC program because it really educates, it supports, it trains people, and even there's a lot of prevention of fertility and infertility in Africa on their program. When couples are infertile, it is the responsibility of both couples. Men must be very supportive to their wives. Accompany them to clinics. They should also be tested for infertility alongside the women, and they should be there for them all the time. Most times it is even the fault of the men. So our men should come on board. They also should be advocates to other men. Encourage people to go to hospital and be treated. I just want the whole of Africa to know that childlessness must be treated seriously. You should empathize. I know it's very important to have a child in an African marriage. It strengthens your relationship, you have a better position in society, and even inheritance issues, you are bound to gain more if you have children. But those who cannot have children, all is not lost. Our people should be sensitive. They should have the courage to be of support to them. They should have the courage to be praying for them if necessary and encourage them to go to hospital and be treated. And if you cannot be treated, you can be empowered economically through the MAC Mother campaign. So all is not lost. You are part of society. The difference will be made in your lives.
Sierra Leone has begun harmonizing its laws, customary and diverse acts, as well as child rights acts in a desperate move to end child marriages in the country. First Lady of Sierra Leone, Sia Koroma, said a consensus with sub-Saharan African countries is being mooted to study child marriage and examine its implications for the girl child.
Understanding of child marriage, its consequences, or the drivers, the solutions of child marriage. We'll look at policies, legal frameworks surrounding child marriage, and we intend to build a platform where we'll be sharing our successes and challenges.
Child marriage is a severe violation of human rights and one of the worst forms of child abuse, the Sierra Leonean First Lady intimated. She added that West and Central Africa have a high prevalence.
Well, Sierra Leone and teenage pregnancy, I will regard, as some authors do, as the two evil twins. We have a high prevalence rate of child marriage in Sierra Leone and teenage pregnancy. And we've looked at it in depth. There is a disproportionate affection.
Sia Koroma said her country is working to have resources spent on implementing programs aimed at ending the practice. In 2013, Sierra Leone established a national secretariat and also put in place a national strategy to end child marriage. The country is hoping to end child marriage in the region so girls can maximize their full potential and contribute towards national development and the Sustainable Development Goals.
Okay.
And I welcome back, So, another thing we want to talk about too, way will be another suggestion, like in places then, yeah, so they can get people that way, like if you go to the pharmacy, you get somebody then where they go train as pharmacy tech. I don't know if Mr. Janet gets any knowledge of that. We've been there, they working at the healthcare sector, if they get people that were then train in that department as in a pharmacy tech, like I've been saying during the break, we'll get a lot of paper doctors then back home where somebody will go sell medication at streets, then call themselves pharmacists. You understand? But yeah, so you get the pharmacist, you get the pharmacist tech, where you get for go school, you get for learn the different drugs, them blah blah blah, know the side effects and blah blah blah. And also another thing we're very very important, we I believe say can cause a lot of malpractice back home. Like here as well, you go get your allergy or your medication that we're allergic to. Africa back, people that can die, careless die wearing something, they go get them penicillin, they go get them amoxicillin, but maybe one of those saline you're allergic to, you're not even aware, so how are we able to minimize that as well? Come back in, sir, before we land to we rape case.
Yes, just like when you don't say, I feel say the health sector now in Sierra Leone, they take a different trajectory. We don't get a lot of health workers now. We get a lot of nurses of various cadres. Then we get pharmacists, we get dispenser, then we get pharmacist technician. Just like we don't mention. A pharmacist is somebody who is well trained up to a degree level. We are doing something we can do pharmacy in drugs administration, something we call PharmD, that a doctor in pharmacy. We get right to prescribe and administer a drug. Then a pharmacy is somebody who, even under a doctor prescription, where the doctor will prescribe and send out to the pharmacists interpret the prescription and discuss. We are in if those this medicine not available, so then we substitute to this other one because then they are the same family, maybe they get a different generic name. A dispenser is somebody where it did at a drugstore for dispensed drugs. That means to show the person how to take this drug. If now 210 per day when a PB, if now 310 per day when a TDS. So all the various factors then they now majority of hospitals then are Sierra Leone. All the government hospitals then get that sectors they get a dispenser, they get a pharmacist when they're responsible for administer and move into the health medicines then clearly. So just like what you said, first step of a doctor level. So my way not be small for an adult, say if I give this person for this sick, they okay, you will do an any side. But now we get trained people there where they do that, and I say all government hospitals they get everything.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. You want to add anything to that, Madam Elizabeth, before we move on? Yes, go ahead, Madam.
talking about medication. Sometimes you no only need for go buy out. I don't see people the way they take medicine. They're not able to read down or they're not able to ask another person, tell me how to take this medication. They're not for take and kill themselves. So we get a long way for begin educate people, and I pray that we will don't kind of there with my country where in a different part of the world. We hope that one day some of you will turn back, we will teach some of their family. Or the one way they don't begin to pass give them the information. Because look, something that happen now. Ordinary CPR. Okay, sometimes you do it to somebody. I don't need to be a doctor or a big nurse, not so. Then inside salon, ordinary CPR somebody not going able to do it. Because they get no idea, nothing. So we get a long way for the train there with people here. Medication, I don't see people the way they take medication. He end up for kill himself. Not only buy us until somebody even just buy from overseas, he send them for her. Ain't no able either. Ain't no one works another person. And then he end up for overdose himself, then he end up for harm himself. They're talking about the way they sell medication, I think it's a disaster. The owner are not able to write in name. They go buy medicine, we give waka, especially the one the way they upline, that small village there. So these are one of the worst people that might want to kill people there unnecessarily. Then they kill them unnecessarily. He never get medication for the wrong problem. At the end of the day, what did they happen? That person they die. So this medication thing that I don't see back in the cause disaster. Now that will continue. So I pray that We go that because all we people need is just education. Like come they talk about diabetes and high blood pressure. You don't even need to have diabetes and high blood pressure. If possible, like how what my brother say, if you ever afford some of the equipment, go buy them in a pharmacy, bring them. Go if na every couple of months check you blood sugar, you blood pressure, because the earlier the better. You na dey see COVID-19 right now what you go on. You see that they invest for what they test because the earlier they test the COVID-19, the better they go save your life. You know what you don't tell what I don't pass Gary. Other book I no go deal. No problem. And the person drink a normal like a pepper soup.
I like that. I like that. Oh man, we can't forget humor in between, right? So
That's
now,
right.
To add to that,
yes,
it's very correct. Self-medication are a challenge because we get a lot of people like more than can go over the counter, what they call OTC drug. If you go to a pharmacy, say I want this medicine, you take them. Some people they get a lot of ulcer there now because some medicine they are acidic. When you take them, it erode the internal layer of the stomach. So we get a lot of people who complain I get ulcer. You don't know how you get them. Then because of some medication they will take. Just the way you say overdose can cause a lot of death. Some man don't know the medicine, just see an person hand. He take a no, I want this medicine, no, the dose where you go take. That person will take two. The other person resistance strong past your resistance. They use them to go take two. So it causes a lot of problem. Then also, as you mentioned earlier, allergies. You can be allergic to some certain medicines. So if you don't know, say you're allergic to this medicine, a lot of people are allergic to cocaine penicillin. When you give some people like cocaine penicillin, that person they faint instantly, or something will happen to the person when condition they change. So if you don't know that, then you go take them, you get a problem, it will lead to death. So allergies again, if I follow we know our medical allergies, if I follow we know our food allergies. Even some food they do eat are more allergic to them, they react on you badly. So allergies again are still for take to consideration. We are in for no earlier, so you prevent yourself from something.
well stated, well stated. So they come back again now and land to we other topic where they get this how you call unfortunate cases from one case to another. One who I've been doing was a 4 years and 6 month old who I've been doing a couple months back interview with the daddy. We'll be even get a live show here with the daddy and the uncle. We're in Tampa with the 4-year-old Pekin, and we'll get a recent one back again, and so many. So what in your take on these unfortunate things where they go on with this statutory rape, this penetration back home, Madam Elizabeth? So what in your take? Come on in.
The last video where I see it really disturbed me. Somebody sent on a forum. I think this thing happened upline. As I hear what did the daddy say on that situation, he say go na police. They tell us say time don't late. And according to it, I think he said around 3-4. It's like nobody not able to listen to her. Nobody not able for taking complaint. You know, it's so sad. It's so sad. For let something not happen to you picking. Who that if say for help you? Now policeman, even at the police station, I tell you say, oh, time done late. Are you serious? When I watch that was someday, I don't know how I feel. It really sad.
Thank you.
See, no. In fact, I want to with people then left for begin forget about sababu because that's all they do in Africa. Sababu. If you don't know a high person out there, you are dead. They don't care about you. I want to begin learn how to give justice, how to begin give right to that person when not even get a dime in pockets. Yeah. But if not right, take and gear. Yeah. If not right, gear that attention where you need. Yes. I want to people and stop this sababu. Yeah, because I can tell you, I can testify and when me then at that country today, something don't happen where I was saying it's my own family member. He was wrong, but because of sababu, he got free just like that. Ain't no fear, ain't no correct. I want to know say if today the world where they live today, if God not able to deal with the next one, I go pay that price they will. Ain't no fine at all. I think and also the comrade, I want to make them go they begin they learn to observe them, especially the girl picking them. or whoever, whether na papa now, if you deal with the small picking there, where they are just teenagers. And now, if I like law with a line for encouraging them, because when something happen to picking, if that mama or that papa, it cannot two tense. If one can explain something to her, but it they get that fear. Oh no, because that last video when we see, I think that another woman now he end up for explain to the pikin, he not say somebody don't rape her, but he get that fear. Say if papa go do something worse than something the rapist. So now another person I end up for intervene when the pikin end up for explain exactly what happened. Then get for look now, who is this person? So but I was so disappointed for like on a police, the policeman ain't go tell and say, time don't late. Even if na me do net you go there. If that person, he or she is there, listen to her and take a report. That's why you are there. You're not policeman. You there for intervene where somebody get hurt, where somebody get problem. Now your job for listen to her and come to your rescue. So if the policeman and says they're crooked, I mean, this is not a traffic police, they're crooked, though. But it looks like the one is out there at the station, it's another disaster.
Great
So
one.
if we are not say, we are not ready for take the layman in situation, for law una intervene when you need una take the uniform then day. Because una wear them for a reason. Now for
one.
we, when we get problem, we go we cry to una. If we are not ready for listening to we can remove the uniform then day. Una resign, no one knows na one a civilian there.
Yeah, I think that's what they talk about earlier in terms of selective justice. Good one. So I come and play some of the things that will be done highlight. And when we talk about this, we cannot forget the late Khadija Madinatu Sakho, where of course it go viral, not only in the Republic of Sierra Leone, but worldwide, where we also be done interviewing Papa on this platform, and would they get other findings and we're rather unfortunate. So would they continue for pray for the justice system in Sierra Leone? And then would they also hear some cases then with some people then they go and they lie. Sometimes maybe then also then get boyfriend and girlfriend problem. Then boyfriend don't go get a new girlfriend and then go then set up the boyfriend and go lie in a court. Then the people then they cry. Then they cry in a court now because the woman then now they don't see the man there with new girlfriend now then they go lie. So this back again for his sister they not do the thing there so because this not thing the way people then they get affected by. So if it not happen, if it's not rape, don't go lie for people picking them because hacker and God not like that. You understand? Then you compromise the one that will really get the true story, wait for come forward and speak the truth. Then they go look at them funny, you know. So they come, I want to play them two things and then I bring Mr. Jan and NSF add to the topic. They come right back. Greetings, fellow Sierra Leoneans and viewer beyond the Sierra Leone community. I am Khadija Tijan Nabi. On behalf of the Sakho family, I'm calling the attention of our government officials on an alleged rape case of a 4 years and 6 month old Little Miss Isata Sakho, who currently reside in the Mayamba district, Koya chiefdom to be specific. Our attention has been drawn by the biological father, Mr. Abdul Rahman Sakho, and the uncle, Mr. Augustine Commander, who informed us that on the 21st of June 2020, the little girl was allegedly raped, and they also have informed the local police station and also have further went for medical treatment. However, their concern is to see that they expedite the process in terms of further investigation and further medical treatment for this little girl. I am also calling upon all whom are concerned in terms of Child Protective Service to see that the best care is given to little Miss Isata Sakho, and also the First Lady, who also have a brilliant campaign for every girl child in Sierra Leone. Together, we can put an end against this vicious cycle. Thank you. This message is brought to you by Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. I am Khadija Tijan Nabi. Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean and viewers beyond the Sierra Leone community. I am Khadija Tijan Nabi. founder and CEO for Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. As we mourn the death of our precious Khadija Madinatu Sakor, I have come with a poem dedicated to the late young girl and her entire family. The poem is written by me, Khadija Tijan Nabi, dedicated to the late Khadija Madinatu Sakor. Title: I am Khadija Madinatu Sakor. I am Khadija Madinatu Sakor. I was born on March 29, 2015. I was full of life and energetic with a radiant smile, bright enough to lighten up any day. I had my whole life ahead of me. My dream was to become a medical doctor. Alice, that dream was unfortunately cut short, not by disease, not by accident, but by the hands of a murderer, a prey whose sole objective is to devalue and silence young girls. I suffered in the hands of my perpetrator. I suffered so much in silence. I was once bold, but was not bold enough to express the pain I endure in the hands of my perpetrator. I suddenly withdraw from that energetic, young, promising girl. I became quiet and less active, yet still no one understood or read between the lines that something was wrong. I finally died on June 17, 2020, on my father's birthday. But before that, I was dead alive from the act of my perpetrator. I can no longer return to this temporal world that is filled with so much evil. For now, I need a favor from each of you. Through each of you, my legacy will live on. I need you all to stand up to see that justice prevail for me and for the countless Khadija Madinatu Sakor that have suffered in silence or have lost their lives in the hands of our perpetrators. I need unity to allow my soul to rest. I need each of you to remain law-abiding. I need each of you to refrain from attacking any family members of mine. Remember, I need my soul to rest. I need you to ensure that the best care is given to my sister, baby IJ Sakor. Remember that I love you all, but God loves you. God loves me the most. I am Khadija Madinatu Sakor. Help me to put an end to this vicious cycle. Poem written by Khadija Tijan Nabi, dedicated to the late Khadija Madinatu Sakor. And I welcome back, and I thank you for your patience. I think so. We watched two things there. The first one where I be a message where I've been doing like a breaking news in regards to this incident where we may happen couple months back prior to me having the sit-down interview with the victim in papa and the victim in uncle. The unfortunate incident where they say the pikin been dey bien yard, the person go unfortunately tamper with the pikin, then see the pikin they come back with the blood, the drip and everything, and they cry, and then you go identify the person we do and get for run to the police, and the list goes on. Right, unfortunate. And I can go for we past shows them and able for trace them and get the submission of the family members. Then we come and now this platform and speak on it. And then secondly, will be also the uncle tag, the first lady and other officials them. Unfortunately, as of today, I not get any word yet say they be even get back to them or they even show any concern in regards to that case. So like how Miss Madam Elizabeth may say, and I be say earlier, we know everybody is supposed to get justice. Whether they work in a Congo markets now, you didn't Dove court, so you understand you na president speaking now, you na vice president speaking now. I believe everybody for be treated equally. And again, no, we not just hang tag or label by the wrong people then, but rather then the one they way back do the act, then they know they go free, then the one they way innocent then puts in a tight corner. Mr. Janet, come on in, sir. Thank you for your patience. Then the second one, sorry, now a poem where I will say I give all the credit to God, where give the wisdom for now I will put together for the late Khadija to Madina to Sako, where I believe so we all know of. Mr. Janet, come on in.
Yes. This other topic, very, very crucial and very challenging for a country. Because always they can use the slogan, say, no decent man, no the rape. Because you get a lot of women who you love, who not understand yourself, than you go and rape unnecessary or neither a picking way of age, just like when you give a point. So just like they say, statistics they show say for the whole of last year, Sierra Leone record 8,500 rape cases. 8,500 rape cases in that of our small country. So how many would they in the hiding were not even report to the police or neither to the higher authority? And I feel say all the cases they have they come up because they don't make them as a national emergency. We are in anybody where they go report you take, they investigate, they see yes, like you know the perpetrator. Definitely the law will deal with you. So in the fight of this rape, we all know now, a battle will challenge all over the world. We are in Sierra Leone as the first lady don't take them as the flagship program, answer of our girls or raping. We will still advocate. We are in, we forget a forensic lab. That forensic lab may determine how the person really know the cause of that thing. And we are in, we forget a DNA testing equipment. If you get them treated in the, I think say the fight of rape will be very, very minimized. Because we are in, if they don't say this person and he rape this person, then go on within at the lab. The lab confirms say yes, you penetrate on this person, then get an exhibit for you. At least the person will refrain from that and but cases will surface again. Because they know say we are in the they support anybody way perpetrate or anybody way to so plenty people will come out and speak because many things they happen first time where people in the report. So man will prefer his only time in the talk with they happen because you know say even they go to the local chief or they go to court, maybe they will turn the case around just like what you say earlier, injustice. They give justice to who that justice is deserved to. So but to forget it to see when at the forensic lab and the DNA testing, I say the fight will go very strongly and people will come out and say you will. A lot of things that they go through where they suppress and the thing you said, they lead you to a lot of psychological problems. A lot of psychological problems we are in for women them even now, man go you go talk to them. It is free to talk to every man on earth because of his past experience, because of his rape experience, which is very bad. In fact, that person they greatly in life. So please be really decent man, they will be free from raping. We follow the rules so don't put and system will protect the women, them will protect the girls. So your Iggy was very articulative, was very eloquent. It sent out a good message. We are in people and for no, and since the innocent people are suffering from the rape, and as the government not put them as a flagship program, it will be a national emergency. Then we all come together and system will put stop to it.
Well stated, Mr. Janet. Come on in, Madam Elizabeth. Come on in. Add you on to that.
Yes, rape case, you know, they always sound like how Mr. Janet say this they happen all over the world. But me they beg, they we papa there, we uncle there, we grandpa there, we brother there, where they inside salon. Because number one, Bokuti they happen there. The same way they happen as already happen back now. But yeah, I don't care how long it take. I like it take 100 years. Maybe they go end up for fine. Say they don't say now you do this because they get your equipment for investigate you. You know, but in South Africa, it happen, you only take God in grace. Even if you be say back there, the person say you now you do for like they give the punishment back where it deserve, return troubles. But me they beg, we papa them. This message will go especially for the man there. Because I don't see another audio video is America. Yeah. When a Salomon do am back to step picking, he molest am. I don't know which state it happened. But na Salon person, and he end up for run away go Africa. I see am. And this not the way they disturb picking them or woman them mentally. That last video I see, you lady don't marry na ex, he end up for explain to your husband. And they see the woman, they cry. And I want to know say, then kind of that you do some of them are their papa, they bend them molest them. Or na they do bad thing to them. Some it can be uncle or anybody so far. So far so good. And they beg the comrade. Not trust all man, especially girl picking. Not trust all man, whether in America or in Africa. Not trust everybody for you innocent girl picking. Because they can do anything for distractor and for destroyer. For that Khadija picking, I mean, see in WhatsApp they go on. I don't know how the case end though. I don't know. And I don't ever investigate for know how it end. But when I see that picking, very beautiful angel, for like go through that kind of problem, they me when they talk to now, I'm a grown-up woman. Trust me. Why they should after 1 year not fall a man. The first why they go fall a man, I know the impact of it. So I know I say picking, we're small, less than 10 years old. You go force her for vaginator. It's not an easy thing. If in a double pain, you don't get pain in your heart, pain in your body. I want let people then left for do them kind here. It not fine, it not good for nobody. If that person there is survive, I want you know say you don't still left big wound in head or scan in head. Okay, on your heart. Look what me boy I say. Now in the makes a woman, he gets a different idea about man. Yes. It take God in grace for let that person be able to move from one step to another. I know what thing and even people away don't they live a normal life today. Where one man hotter, they take and say, oh, all the men are the same. It take time for let that person be able to move on again to another level where we will live life, enjoy life. So we papa there, we born we. Because some of now una born we pay, but now the hot we. And they pay when I let them say I find like wait till the man he say no, now me that one no devil na half na salon. Look me pay, left me, not touch me. Yes. If you na me brother, they let them say I find past everybody na the world, not touch me. Still take me as that me picking. Still take me as my brother. Still take me as a niece. When I left for do them kind here. Because like I said, sometimes not some of them na their own family member pick, they hurt them back. It not can be a stranger back home. Some na stranger. Some na you household bang. Now they hurt you. Because he say like one music they wear them put na salon say that no mean to say why I wear short skirts you for can do something against me. Yes, I know say some man they wear half well sometimes now the way of the other person your way of dressing. But that don't mean to say you don't invite wear short skirt, you for go run after you for go rape her. Rape now a very dangerous thing. If they touch on the person life, it will even better say fly you take gun, you shoot her until you shoot her one time, you don't die. You don't forget about the story. So me they beg, we papa them, we uncle them, we grandpa them, may they always take we, say we that them picking them forever and ever. If we find ten also for the again and for another man, when we go marry we in the future, now for that day we find for. May the left for do them kind here. So that's not me what I need for them.
Thank you, madam. And as a matter of fact, we'll just get called Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, who side you call from. What's your name? Welcome.
Yes. This is now Mr. Sisse from Canada.
Wonderful, Mr. Sisse. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank God.
Interesting topic, though. Yeah, it's sad. And me, I don't work in our communities, them back in Africa on a salon way. They do experience all the time they talk to the highest degree. In the very first place, going to do districts for the one that way from all Kabbalah, then side and then get the highest rate of teenage pregnancy up to today where they talk. And number two, and they also get the highest level of poverty. The most devastating thing in this case we dey discuss today na the level of poverty. Even when lawyer or advocate or human rights people then grab for take case, the most disheartening part of it now wey you dey go see say the parents then go end up for compromise the case. Not to one, not to two, I don't get so tell why they work because na me adolescent girl child projects me dey run. When we don ready for take up case, go take on a court. The police go can't tell you say well, the mama don't go or the papa they don't go talk to them or they see this case they no one pursue them. It's really pathetic when rape they happen, then the community they compromise them. So even you when they go fix the case, at the end of the day they become enemy to even the community itself. Yeah. Another thing again we really hard for talk. Many girl picking them na salon not get the opportunity for speak out. Some they go through this thing, like psychologically they suffer them, but they don't get that trusted organization or group where they go able for talk to. See now this thing they go through, the person also rate me or anything they did. So a lot need for be done for educate the community. For me, like I say, it takes from the traditional healers them or them authorities them tribal heads, village heads, then secret society leaders them. We need for educate them thoroughly. And let the government also try for ensure say the punishment no judge or no lawyer for able for like compromise them in the day. Until we reach them pick them day, look the rape cases it will still take place in a salon. And the other thing is really pathetic, like I always tell you, politics again. When some of them things don't happen, the first thing they look at now is political party day. If now social political party or not the party in power, then go downplay the thing. So at the end of the day, the woman then the end of the psychologically the psychological trauma, because if like when the sister they say, yeah, if they deal with them for lifetime, anytime we see that person, that film they play in their mind. And it always they get negative reaction. So we really need for sing this loudly to the government. They take this thing very serious. Not to for go sit down big hotel or whatever for beginning so they do this, When it's come for implementing the thing into letter, there's nobody there. So I don't have a contribution.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cisse. Always a blessing to hear that side of it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Mr. Janet? Okay. So now Mr. Janet, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if you want to add more. No, we'll wrap up because it looks like we don't exhaust time. Then we'll elaborate on it a little bit more at another time. Come on in, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Just like the topic now based on infant mortality and rape, a big challenge as Sierra Leone, where we say we government for embark on. The government for embark mostly on the health facilities. A lot of things they go on the health sector. We are in with all the areas something happen, but they get the chance they can just go overseas. For the advent of this corona, it can show out a lot of things where they tell you say you for believe in what you get than you believe in what other people get outside. So let me strengthen the health sector. It's very important. The government, with the health practitioners there, let me know what we do and let me take the work seriously. If we do that, I think say the country will stand tall because the health of everybody is paramount. Not to focus like overseas and everything. If we get the medical equipment then available in Sierra Leone, we can do great things. Africa we are great and we will learn quick from waiting with this thing or the rest of the world will do. But because the equipment is not available, sometimes we can get the knowledge because, like I say, when you compare the syllabus between the land at the medical school in Africa or Sierra Leone, and the teach in many other places there. Because unanimous, the anatomy we don't learn. When they take this finger, now 3 joints you get, 1, 2, 3. Anywhere you go in the world, nothing they change the anatomy. So the anatomy of we and the white people are not the same. So if you don't learn them, you don't sabia, or you don't get the equipment to lay work and implement what you don't learn, it's very, very difficult. So the ask the government, the ask donors, partners, they made them strengthen on the health delivery services, appreciate with the health workers there. We can do great things, we can do more if we get the available resources. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Well stated, sir. Well stated. So with that said, I don't know if you want to add to that, Madam Elizabeth. No, we're not going to label anymore because I believe so we don't talk a lot on issues and we'll elaborate further another time. Madam Elizabeth, come on in if you want to add anything.
Yes, before I don't talk about what the salon, the one where they inside salon, what them for do. This one, me go give for the one where they oversee. Because I don't see somebody where say, Elizabeth, the hospital where they work, they're ready for change all the bed there. Then other salon people then they. Now that in country they, you say, okay, now if I talk to them in salon people and I'll come together, give some money, I'll ship rent here in a salon. They're not going for do it. So me they beg, we were there now there with man country today. We don't see and plenty thing. A whole hotel they can say no change the bed there. Manchester so everything. Then go give away. Let we learn for come together. When we see something, we will not say this will be useful. Just like every day we they pick up stuff in a garbage. When somebody go to waste stuff, we go take her. Oh no, this one I go sell and sell it will be useful or junks or whatever. Now land back if we see opportunity. We say hospital, we say okay now they can't change their wire. Now we come as a Sierra Leonean, we come together, contribute some money, take the item here, ship them because it will be useful for people in a salon. Now we poor Beloma now they country for they don't have go on. So then I mean last word and for the salon people the where God make they don't pass through the airports.
Well stated. I don't know if you get any other last thing for say both of you now before I go commercial and then come back and make a closing statement. Anybody else? Mr. Janet, you want to say anything else or you good? Good?
I think we don't say everything, just like what you say. We thank we listeners them and we viewers them. Let them continue to follow this program, just like we some Texas they say. Let anybody not try to cry you down, just like we be a patriot, you get a lot of contribution we give towards the country. By educating the community, by doing development, just like what the sister said, we need to galvanize with support. If we come together, we say, okay, I know this place where they change this equipment. We can go advocate, we are in the ship and the country. That's again a great role for play. So I say we all get various ways to develop the country. The government gets your part, we get your part as a citizen and individual. So let me continue to give you support in diverse ways.
Excellent, excellent. So I'll take a quick break and then come back. Then I will give me closing statement and then recap on the very first topic what I've been talk about. Then to this last one. And I thank you. They come right back.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. In my back, in my belly. I'm my back, in my back, in my belly. Yeah. Election number one, yeah. When you expect to make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you hustle night and day, just for butter you brave and say you not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Thank God you nobody. You not somebody. Baby, somebody, yeah. Boy, I dey hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones, yeah. Some say I go die, oh, but I got them alive, oh. Now I dey smile, oh. Bad man, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody, well Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody, the baby they knock, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ring, oh. Everybody want.
And I welcome back, I want to take this opportunity for tell we listeners them plenty thank you for when I take time out of in our busy schedule today for joining. We also want to take this opportunity for tell Mr. Janet plenty thank you within India. We really sacrificing sleep today for just no money go be part of the panel today, and then we go talk about issue affecting we country. And then also Madam Elizabeth, we're always ready for contribute to the development of Salone. May God bless we all. Some of the things that we'll talk today, the respond to the First Lady, some of the things that were promised for share in terms of with First Lady, then I also I want to play the video then day and then come back again and give me last statement and then call it quit for the night. And I thank you so much. Thank you guys. And I'm sorry if I not respond to all the message them. Will they come right back?
Now, sadly, for some reason, Hillary's opponent comes from a different place. I don't know. Perhaps living life high up in a tower in a world of exclusive clubs, measuring success by wins and losses, the number of zeros in your bank account, perhaps you just develop a different set of values. Maybe with so little exposure to people who are different than you, becomes easy to take advantage of those who are down on their luck. Folks who play by the rules pay what they owe. Because to you, those folks just aren't very smart and seem somehow less deserving. And if you think this way, then it's easy to see this country as us versus them. And it's easy to dehumanize them, to treat them with contempt, because you don't know them. You can't even see them. Maybe that's why this candidate thinks certain immigrants are criminals, instead of folks who work their fingers to the bone to give their kids a better life, to help build the greatest nation on earth, because he doesn't really know them. Maybe that's why he thinks we should be afraid of our Muslim brothers and sisters, because he really has no idea who they are. He doesn't understand that they are us. They are our friends, our family, our neighbors, our colleagues, people of faith, just like so many folks around the country. Maybe that's why he sees veterans enduring the wounds of war as weak, why he insults Gold Star families, folks who've spent months praying not to get that knock at the door. Heroes who love this country so much they're willing to die for it. He just can't see them. Maybe it's easy for him to mock people with disabilities because he's unable to see their strength and their contributions. Maybe that's why he demeans and humiliates women as if we're objects meant solely for pleasure and entertainment rather than human beings worthy of love and respect. He just doesn't understand us. Maybe that's why he calls communities like the one where I was raised hell. Because he can't see all of the decent, hard-working folks like my parents who took those extra shifts, paid their bills on time, folks who are raising amazing families, sending kids to college. Maybe he doesn't believe that people like us really exist. Because he does not see our shared humanity. And it is becoming increasingly clear that to him, most of America is them. But here's the thing. Look at us. Just look at us. We all know better. We all know better. We all understand that an attack on any one of us is an attack on all of us. And we know that that is not who we are. No, who are we? We are a nation founded as a rebuke to tyranny. A nation of revolutionaries who refuse sovereign reign from afar. Hear me, we're a nation that says, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. We are a nation built on our differences, guided by the belief that we are all created equal. A nation that fully recognizes that we are always stronger together. All of us. That's who we are.
A president's words have the power to move markets. They can start wars or broker peace. They can summon our better angels or awaken our worst instincts. You simply cannot fake your way through this job. As I've said before, being president doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you are.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. Back in my belly. I'm a back in my belly. Alright. Yeah, LG number one. Yeah. When you expect to make you way, nobody not gonna know your name. When you hustle night and day, just for butter you rain and say you're not nobody. Mr. Nobody. Thank God you nobody. You not somebody, baby. Somebody, yeah. Boy, I hustle over me, yo. Nobody not be happy with the bones. Some say I go die, oh, but I got them in life, oh. Now I smile, oh. Batman, they sad, oh. They Mr. Nobody. Well, Mr. Nobody done that to somebody, yeah. They Mr. Nobody. The baby they knock knock, they call my name, yeah. Me phone the ringo, everybody want jolly, oh, hey. The bella ton polio, everybody want for me, oh, hey. Nobody, they pop champagne in a me bungalow, yeah.
And welcome back once again to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television. As in I know, they finally come to the end. We don't elaborate on so many things, and we hope that in don't benefit from these things, them having to do with healthcare sector back home. We also hope that Sierra Leonean will think wisely as to who we bring come to sensitive position. We want telling her once again plenty thank you for in a time, and then please not forget to vote for we. I will send that information back again, maybe on this thread. Once again, I thank you. Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Now, God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. God bless United States of America, United Kingdom, and everywhere where Sierra Leoneans find themselves. Bye.
It's never too late. No matter where you're there, you could be somebody. Back in my belly.